All right, so today we're gonna be watching some of my old videos. I haven't seen a lot of this stuff in like since they went up. To be honest, I think some of these I've seen like a few seconds of because I've clicked on them to, while I was looking at the comments, and I just watched it to be like, wow, look how crap this was back then. But I haven't seen. I barely watched any of it. So, oh my god. So yeah, I guess let's switch over to my desktop. Why is it not showing the window? Fuck. Okay, how about that? What? Are you really doing that? Okay, there we go. God, some of these hooks to capture windows just do not work properly at all. It's not like you feel cringe watching your own videos. You just upload them and then never. Yeah, it's 100%. Even my newest videos, once it's up, it's like, thank God I never have to see this ever again. I don't want to. I don't want to. Like by the time I'm done editing a video, usually I hate it. And if that video doesn't do very good, then it's like all the thoughts you had about your own video are like, I knew it. That video was the worst thing I've ever done. Welcome to the cantina, good citizens of the Empire. This is the cantina. Okay, so yeah, we're probably gonna watch this. I don't think I'm gonna start with that because it's gonna be really incredibly boring. So let's see, what's a good one? What's a good one that barely gets any views, probably because the title is so stupid, and also the thumbnail is really stupid. Maybe I should fix that. But I really like this video on the 5 best video game manuals of all time, or at least I remember it positively. So I think I'm gonna start with this as something that I remember positively, and hopefully isn't bad. Okay, I was just checking to make sure I still had the audio levels all right. So if it's too quiet, let me know. Whoops, that's okay. Did I? Somebody's asking if I rewatched these before stream. I looked at a few of them because I needed to match up. I need to make sure the audio was high enough. Let's get that 1080p. We don't want this 720p garbage. I want to make sure the audio was high enough, but yeah, I haven't really watched much of this at all. You can't hear anything. Well, it's not playing. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's because the desktop audio is... Why did I mute that? Am I stupid? Am I mentally challenged? Yes, I am. I should make the face cam match the video's location. Oh, yeah. Let's fix it there. Whoops. No, stop moving this. Move this. Wait, I should move... Let's move it down here, because that's probably going to be the least out of the way. So many things can go wrong, and every single one of them has. I know. Okay, alright, let's watch this.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Cantina. Today we're playing more Witcher 3 Hardcore One Life.
I didn't know how to start this video, so I was just like, I'll pretend it's a Let's Play. That's probably one of the reasons why nobody ever watches it, because they're really confused.
Teach me how to play this game. But wait.
I remember being really proud of this shot, but looking at this camera angle is so terrible. It's so bad. You can't see anything. Like all you can see, like you can barely see the game. You see this gun this Star Wars gun that I have here. I don't know why that's in the shot. Get that out of there. Just have it focused on the case, on the game case. What was I doing? You can also barely hear me screaming.
What happened to video game manuals meaning something?
Oh my god, look at that hair.
Look at this one.
What happened to my beautiful hair?
It's got a freaking binding on it.
I used to look so much better than I do now.
73. That's more than most books these days.
I used to always have that hairstyle where it's cut short, and now looking at this, I can see why, and it's because it looked so much better back then than it does now. I don't know what happened to my hair. I guess it's gotten thicker with age. My hair's gotten more powerful with age. That's the opposite of most people. I guess I should count myself lucky, but I've been electrocuted. I know, and I can't do the thing where you get a balloon and put it in your hair because it makes no difference. You think I should cut my hair a bit shorter? The problem is it doesn't look good like this anymore. I look like I'm going bald when I actually cut my hair short now. So I'm probably gonna have them cut the side shorter. I don't know. I gotta figure out some solution with my hair.
You know what? I need to remind people what a real menu is.
Yes.
It's not this crap.
Look at what's with the 2 calendars in the back. I have there's a Star Wars calendar. Let's see if we can see this. There's a Star Wars calendar and there's this fucking cat calendar. Why do I have 2 calendars? What's the purpose?
Everything you need to know. You don't need to pay $40 on some game guide.
Get a
You come
perm.
with the game. It's time for a manual revolution. Top 5
Manual
video game
revolution.
manuals of all time.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh yeah, this classic cantina. Oh my god, look at that PowerPoint presentation. Wait. I don't remember doing that. The transition was so terrible. I literally transitioned into nothingness. And then immediately another slide here. Oh my god, that's so awful.
You know when you have a great game manual in your hands? When the #1 tool in the game is a manual, and it's in your hands. This is
the Thievius Raccoonus.
The #1 tool for aspiring raccoon thieves everywhere. Not only does it teach you how to play the game, but it also teaches you how to be a master sneak. There's even a couple blank pages at the end to add in your own.
It's so awful, it's good. It's so embarrassing. Oh, Medieval 2 Total War. I tried to replay that game recently.
Medieval 2 had a pretty
it's hard to
extensive
play.
manual. While it may not be the longest on this list, there were many a time I had to refer to it in order to know what the heck I was doing. But by far the most helpful part of it was the building planner map that came with it. I'd play the game with it spread out on my desk so I could use it at a moment's notice, because there was no way I was going to remember all those combinations.
Well, this was what? I think this was 5 years ago. The lighting is actually okay. The lighting is okay. Thanks for the review. Is that a Skyrim map in the background? Probably. Yeah, it might be with the Skyrim map that I used to have that I got with the Skyrim pre-order.
Decided to shake up the video game manual
No, what is this? I don't know what Skyrim map that is.
Comics, which
I look younger
was the
now
second
than
most
I
popular
looked at.
medium
That's because
among
I've gotten
Metal Gear fans
chubbier.
anyway.
I put on
The
weight.
comics would follow Snake as he was learning.
This was back when I was because this was in college, and I was on the I'm incredibly poor college diet, and which was essentially just ramen. So I was basically anorexic because I couldn't eat food.
Which was kind of like getting a free origin story comic book with your video game. You don't see that in game cases these days.
Earthbound. There we go.
Earthbound is a pretty vast game, and without the massive game guide that comes with it,
You
it
can tell
seem
I
even
actually
more
don't have the
overwhelming.
Earthbound. I didn't actually.
See the game
You can tell I actually didn't have the Earthbound game guide because I never showed it, unlike every other game guide
guide itself can be pretty
in this
overwhelming.
list.
It has 128 pages of
At least I
info
grew into
that
my
can help you from
eyebrows.
the
That's
start
true.
of the game
Yeah,
all
that's
the
true.
way to the
They're
very
the same
end.
size, but they
Now
look
that's
smaller.
dedication. Aside from the scope, it was written in a way that fits in with the charm of the game, making it an extension of the Earthbound experience.
Ramen and energy drink was my diet when I was about 19 to 20 years old. That's the college diet.
You know,
Wait-
you probably-
Wait a fucking second. I didn't even bother. I didn't fit it into this. I just went off the thing. Oh my god. That's classic.
You know, you
Just,
probably
oh, it doesn't
saw this
fit. Who
coming,
cares?
and
Just
maybe
keep
I'm
going.
a little bit biased. Okay, a lot bit, but there's just something so
It's like an
special about
evil
this manual.
twin.
I think I already told you about its binding. No, the manual has that. And there's enough info in here to get any new player to play the game confidently. And enough beautiful imagery to remind them why they wanted to play it in the first place.
I literally made this whole
Sometimes I
video
just sit
just because
around
I wanted to
and read
talk
it for
about
no particular
this
reason.
manual, the KOTOR manual.
Good. Well, there it is. The top 5 video game manuals of all time.
Yep, there it is.
You know, I get that we have computers and the internet.
I look like I'm bored out of my mind. I look like I'm just like, well, there it is, I guess, guys. This was the most boring video I've ever done, and I'm glad I'm going to convey that to you.
And all that stuff today, but that doesn't mean people can cop out of making a decent
I look very
manual.
contemplative. That was what I was trying to go
My
for.
game is installing. It's not like the installer has any pre-pictures.
I think I was in a theater class at this point, so
lazy
I don't
these
know.
days. I mean, by
Hey,
the
man.
time this game
First time watching one of your streams, love your stuff. You got me to play Oblivion. That's awesome, dude.
is done installing,
This
I'm not
is
even
this
gonna
is
want
the
to play
kind
it
of
anymore.
garbage stuff you can expect on this stream. Me
Might as
just
well go
being
watch Star
embarrassed
Wars
about my old
instead.
self. Look at that fucking... Oops. Oh, shit. What did I just do? What the... No. How do I open this back up? Look at,
Bad.
Look at this mess in the back. I didn't even... Here, let me move... Look at this mess that I just didn't even bother to clean up. I'm just like, whatever, you know. We got a we got a coat hanger, we got a paper towel, we got a destroyed laptop. Who cares? There's some fucking PJs. Oh, I thought the thing paused for a second. Wow, what a classic ending. How there's so much time left. How much? Oh, it's just this. It's just that.
Chopping wood is fun and all.
It's
but
just okay. It's
I
just
need
an
to go on a
outro.
real quest.
All right. Well, that was. Well, that was that video. was my worst video in my opinion. Oh God, I don't. Well, the problem is I really haven't watched a lot of these, so I kind of can think of all of them are my worst. I think the one I hate the most, the one I wish I regret making the most is where is it? Where the frig is it? I don't even see. Oh, this is the one I regret making the most, just because I didn't put enough effort into it, and I don't know. Maybe we'll watch that one, and I'll just cry to myself about making it. Okay, so let's see. I think another good one to make. Another good one to watch. Let's watch the video that kind of got me started really on YouTube. The first video that really took off. Where the hell is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, so it's 1, 2, 3. That was the 5th video I made. Actually, no, it's not, because I have some videos that were hidden. So it's maybe we'll watch some of those hidden videos. Those ones got to be the one I hate the most. What's my most viewed video? I believe it's one of the, yeah, it's Petty Reasons Oblivion is better than Skyrim. That's my most viewed. That one I'm still pretty proud of. Okay. Hidden, yeah, there are videos that I just didn't want. I mean, if you know these stupid spaceport vlogs, if they're not hidden, it really makes you it makes you wonder what garbage did I not want people to see. Okay, so let's watch this one.
Piece of wood, and just need one more
Okay.
piece of wood, and there we
Play
go.
my favorite Oblivion video. That's a
Time
good
to
idea. Maybe
sell
we'll
it
do.
off.
Yeah, we'll watch that too.
Chopping wood is fun and all, but I need to go on a real quest.
I feel embarrassed just watching.
Something with adventure.
I don't blame you,
and
dude.
mystery and heartbreak. What game has all of that? Of course, Oblivion.
Yep, there it is. I've seen this one. I feel like you guys probably of all the ones
Oblivion
you've
is
seen, I'm
loaded
sure you've
with
seen this
interesting
one.
quests, from the outright exciting to the
Is that what
downright
Skyrim really
creepy.
looked like back
So
in the
here
day?
are
Yeah,
my
it
top
didn't
5
look good.
Oblivion quests of all time.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, the classic royalty-free music. That I don't even bother with music anymore because who cares?
Crime mysteries in RPGs, and quite frankly, I don't remember any from Morrowind.
Which
And maybe one from Skyrim.
Of all the things people have to comment on, it's people being like, actually there was this crime mystery in Morrowind and there was that one. I really shouldn't have said that. I don't know why I've said that.
But Oblivion actually had a good amount of them. However, the one
Corporate
that
music
sticks with me
type
the
piece.
most has got to be this one. Right there. The quest begins with the Countess
Hello.
of Coral for some reason believing that I am the perfect person to solve this mystery.
This joke is actually
which
pretty
I
good.
find even more ironic since
The one
she
coming
trusts
up.
me enough to wander around her castle trying to solve crime.
I enjoy rewatching this video because this one I have rewatched. I think it's maybe been a year or so since I've seen it, but there actually are some genuinely good jokes in this video that I still am proud
enough
of.
to buy a house. The goal of the quest is to look for clues and talk to residents of the castle to discover who stole a painting, and in case that sounded just way too hard, the Countess will also give you a list of possible suspects. But be careful, if you accuse somebody and you get it wrong,
I shall be quite cross with you.
naturally
Yeah,
the first person I questioned was this guy standing right next to her,
This is a good
because
one.
he looked rather suspicious, but he told me he was with her all night? Talk about guarding her body, am I right? To my joy, I
Yeah, that one right there is definitely my favorite joke because it's so. I remember doing this quest and being like, "Wait a minute, you were with her all night, huh? That's particularly interesting."
quickly realized that you must use the
Go to
super
horny
fun,
jail.
never irritating persuasion system in order to actually ask them any questions. Which means
a
there
great
goes
story.
a half hour of my
Oh,
life
where'd you
wasted
get that?
struggling to please these people,
That's
as
just
well as my
talk.
hard-earned cash. I also quickly
God.
discovered that while you play
What I have a hard time with this video is the delivery, like the way I'm saying stuff, because I'm just saying it so slowly. It reminds me of that weird top 15 guy, the guy who's like, and these are the top 15 things on this video. That's how I read this. I don't know why I did it so slowly.
run into some clues
It's
while
such a
looking
weird
around,
cadence.
you
Number
can't actually
15.
use them
Number
as evidence until
15.
you question everybody first, which seems a little unrealistic. This problem is likely why I spent many days of my life in middle
Burger
school walking
King
around this
foot
castle
lettuce.
confused
Yeah.
trying to solve this quest. Despite this, the quest is
Wait
still
a second.
one of
Hold on a minute. Look
this
at
problem
this.
is likely why I
Look
spent
at this
many days of my
Photoshop
life in
job
middle
right here.
school walking
Fucking hell. This has got to be the worst Photoshop job I've ever done in my entire life. Why is it so cut up? Look how fuzzy that is.
around this
Cute
castle
dress. Thanks, man.
confused trying to solve
It's
this
supposed to be a
quest.
shirt,
Despite
but I
this, the
was
quest
it
is
was
still
way
one of the
too
more
big for
enjoyable
me.
ones in the game. It is
My
not
hair
every
good
day
in
you get
that.
to become a
My hair is a
true detective.
disaster in that one.
How dare you accuse me without enough evidence to back up your story?
Yeah. An unexpected journey.
It has been a long
did
and
better
hard
than my
day of
cat could
adventuring,
ever
and you
do.
find yourself needing a nap and quite possibly a drink. So what better place to get
Thanks for
both
cheering,
of those
man. I
things
saw
than
some other
at
people
the
cheer, too.
bloated float? Except for some reason he does.
Dylan is chillin' or something like that. I watch his vids but hate his voice. I've never seen that one.
Sell any drinks.
Have you ever
or
played D&D?
anything,
No.
actually.
You think I
He's a
would, but I
fraud.
never had.
Fortunately,
I never
he
had
does
the
still
right
have
friends group
beds,
to
and
play.
I have heard that I have never had a rest like this.
You've never had a night's rest like this, I assure you.
Certainly not suspicious.
Yeah,
well, it
that's not
turns out
suspicious
Ormo
at all.
was
The
right.
ghost
I never
guy.
had a night's rest like this. Because never before had
I don't know whether the video actually gets better the more we get into it, or maybe I'm developing Stockholm syndrome.
I've been
I think
sleeping in
it
an
gets
inn that
worse,
was
to be
getting
honest. I don't
hijacked.
know.
Apparently, some brigands decide to steal the ship and bring it out to sea. It turns out, however, that those brigands are idiots. I would also like to mention that the bouncer Ormo hired is completely useless. You had one job, man. One job.
Oh god.
You suck. At this point, you have a couple of
It's-
choices.
you know,
can either just kill the
I could
brigands,
definitely understand why
or
this
you
video
can mess
has
with
done
them
so
and
well.
then kill them. I prefer
But it's
the
just
latter.
like it's
If
just
you did enough
comparing it
sleuth
to
work, then once you
to
get
some
the
stuff
leader,
I've
you can
done
ask
now.
to
It's
join
so
her.
terrible.
She will of course scoff at you.
We all have
but in a
nostalgia
ploy to impress her,
glasses
you
watching
tell
these
her
old
that you
videos.
know about everything they have done. She is so
Wait a second, why is my screen more stretched than normal Oblivion resolution? I'm guessing I didn't actually have it in 1080p. I'm guessing that's why. There was a few times that happened where I recorded something, but it wasn't in 1080p. It was in like whatever the 4:3 resolution, but it records it like it is in 1080p, so it just stretches it out.
surprised by her knowledge that she surrenders. It is at this point you learn why the brigands commandeered the ship in the first place. Apparently, Ormo the innkeeper
long
made
is
up a
this
story
video?
about
Oh
the
my
ship
God.
in order to
It's
drive
12
more customers
minutes.
to his inn. And it
When's the last time I actually played Oblivion? I think the last time I played Oblivion was when I did that stream with the Fighters Guild.
clearly worked. An unexpected voyage may not be
That
a
stream I
long
think was gonna
quest,
kill me.
but it's one of those that's just
Am I
so
gonna upload
unique
this to
and
video
sudden you
to
can't help
YouTube?
but love
Yes.
it.
To the
Especially
video.
if, like me, you came upon it
Oh my God.
accidentally while trying to level up.
This is Whodunit I put as number 3 of the top best quests. But I think Whodunit's probably my favorite quest. So I have no idea what
Pretty
I put
much
past
all
it.
of the Dark
I'm really
Brotherhood
curious to
quests
see what
are
I thought
really
was
good.
better than Who
From
Done
the
It
one
at
where
the
you have to
time.
hide in a crate so you can sneak onto a pirate ship and assassinate the captain, to
Oh,
the time you
the
break into
Oblivion
some
had the
poor guy's
best Dark
house and
Brotherhood
drop a
quest.
giant animal head on him.
It's
But there
it's
is one
pretty
quest in
ridiculous how
particular that
terrible.
stands out the most.
Skyrim's
because
orange person.
finally, I have been invited to a party, and it is with the most wonderful people.
No pigs allowed inside, you see.
Oh boy, my first party! I'm so excited! In this particular quest, you must attend a
One of the
scavenger
people is
hunt party
15
with multiple guests, and everyone
15
is
years
a
old. You have to
target.
kill a minor.
The other
What
guests
the
have been
fuck?
told they are searching for a hidden chest
Oh,
of
in
gold,
this
and that
one?
no one can leave
Oh,
until
that's
the
right.
chest
Isn't it
is
the Dark
found.
Elf lady?
Of course, the truth is the only thing they will find
Wow,
is
I
a
didn't
sweet
realize she was so
release
young
of
because her
death.
voice actor
If you are
doesn't
able
sound
to
young.
kill everyone without being detected, then you get a nice bonus. And fortunately for you, the guests are completely dumb.
You're a funny one.
I have never seen such blatant obliviousness as this.
You'll protect me, won't you?
No, I won't. This
Killing
is
the
going
Emperor
to
is
be
fun though.
too
That's true.
easy.
That's you know that one
This
that
guy
part
was
of the
so
Dark
worried
Brother is pretty
about
good,
dying
but
that
a lot
he
of it's
decided
not.
to take a quick nap, and then another one. If you want to be more serious during this quest, you can talk to each guest and learn their
Darkest secrets.
That's gonna be the worst attempt at making a dark, at making a dark sounding voice. What did I do? What did I do to the audio to make it that terrible?
person has a small bit of backstory that can be exploited to convince them to go to places of solitude within
Did
the
I play
house,
Enderal? I've
where
never
they
played
can be
Enderal
easily
or
dispatched. Personally,
Narim.
though, I like to just shoot them
I always
in
was
the
interested in
face.
playing them. I just
I
never
didn't
got
do
around
it,
to it.
officer, I swear.
What is that music?
Bethesda is known for throwing humor in their games, from the subtle joke to the downright ridiculous.
I'll callicrack.
It's just such a, it's such a like a chill, laid back, almost in many ways boring delivery of this dialogue. There's so many jokes in Oblivion that were downright ridiculous.
And when it comes to anything with Sheogorath, it
I put
almost
Sheogorath's
always
shrine
falls
over
in the
Whodunit.
downright
Yeah, I gotta
ridiculous
say,
category.
I don't think
And
I
as
would
you
do
might have
that
guessed,
now.
this quest is no exception. It starts off with you discovering the Mad God's shrine and realizing that everybody there is completely crazy.
I used to be a dog.
Why did I pause
You find
the
out that in
video
order to
to
start the
say
quest,
that?
you must find some totally random items.
Can we get to
including
69
yarn and
viewers?
some cabbage. After that happens, and trust me, it shouldn't take long, you return to the shrine, and finally Sheogorath
Oh, I was
gives
gonna
you a
tell
quest.
people about
Your
this on
goal is to
YouTube.
mess
Maybe
with some
I
villagers
should post
living
about it
nearby
in a minute.
because
I
they have
guess.
some end-of-the-world prophecy, and I guess it is kind of dumb. So you head over to the village to learn more of the prophecy in order to simulate it happening. The shaman there tells you about the first two signs that signify the prophecy is coming true. The first one being that the town will become overrun with stinky rodents. And the second one is that all the livestock will die out mysteriously. However, he refuses to tell
This is
you
a fun
the third.
quest, but defo not number one. I don't think I put
It's
it at
no
number one. I
matter,
think I
though.
put it at number.
Conveniently, the village actually makes it pretty easy to carry out
I'm
the
pretty sure I put it
prophecy,
at number
as they
2.
keep everything you need on hand. Like, say,
So what the hell is
super
number
stinky
one?
cheese
Isn't-
that if
I
cooked
oh, I
could
think I know
draw
what number
rats
one
for
is
miles
actually. I'm
around.
pretty sure I do know
After
what it is.
that is a step
Either
of
that or
figuring
that's
out
the
how to
other
kill off
video.
all
I
the
can't remember.
livestock. Now you could simply murder them while everybody sleeps, but I prefer
My
a
voice
much
was so
more
different. I
tactful
know.
approach.
I don't know why.
It's right around
I don't
here
know
where the
why I
hilarity
spoke like
really
that.
begins to take place.
After the sheep are dead, you hear Sheogorath's voice telling you to go outside. Unless, of course, you already were
The realm of
outside.
Oblivion is like
Look up
McDonald's
into the sky
kids
and
toy.
you
It
will
seems
witness
cool,
the
but you get
final
tired of
part
it
of
after
the
like
prophecy
5
come
minutes.
true.
Yeah. Cantina always looks bored
What,
or
no
wasn't too much
cats?
of an extrovert, but tried it anyway in these
Oh,
old videos.
right.
I think I
Speaking of
just
cats,
was.
now
I've
that
just.
the prophecy has come true, they
I
freak
don't know-
out
I had
and
no
run
idea what
for
I was
their
doing.
lives. Except that they don't
No, I've never
actually
met
run
Wes
away from
Johnson,
the village.
unfortunately.
Where are you
That'd be
even
pretty
going?
cool. He's a pretty cool dude,
Nowhere,
from what I've
apparently.
seen.
The reward you get for completing this quest is equally just as ridiculous as the quest itself.
The
albeit
music again.
rather
I know.
overpowered. And that reward is the Webbajack.
Where the hell where was I when I was testing out the Webbajack? The ultimate heist. Okay, yeah, I
Like
thought
the
that's what I
Dark
put at number
Brotherhood,
1.
the
I don't
Thieves
think
Guild
I
quest
would.
line
It's
is one of
it's
those
pretty
that is
cool, but I don't know if I
loaded
would put
with
it at
good
number
missions
1.
to go on. Each one testing your intellect.
I look sad in my
patience,
profile
and
picture.
sneakability.
Yeah, I said
Well, it's probably gonna
sneakability.
stay that profile picture for a while. For a little while.
But none
at
of
least.
these quests quite compare to the very last one, the ultimate heist. In this quest, you must sneak into the royal palace and steal an elder scroll from the moth priest. In case you are wondering, It is not very simple. The quest begins with you
Great.
heading into the Imperial Palace basement in search of the mythical Hourglass of Time. Along
Why
with
did,
it,
why did I throw up basement?
the quest
What?
begins with you
Why?
heading into the Imperial Palace basement in search
Basement,
of
why?
the mythical
It's not- that's-
Hourglass
I think
of
they get it.
Time. Along with it, you find probably one of the
One does not
weirdest
simply-
and
one
most
does not
confusing
simply
things I've
steal
seen in this
the
game
Elder
thus
Scroll.
far. I mean, why is that even there?
Am I gonna play the top
Who
5
used
spookiest
this
quests?
chair?
Yeah, possibly.
And this club. Anyway,
We might get to
after
that one.
activating the
There's-
Hourglass of
there-
Time,
there's
you
quite
must
a
head into
few
the
terrible
sewers to
videos
find
to
the
get.
old way. I think it is important to mention that it is probably one of the longest quests in the game. You spend a very long time clambering through sewers and tunnels fighting rats and zombies until finally you find an
You
ancient
suck at
temple.
thieving and you're
It's
playing on
here
the
that some of
easiest
the
difficulty. That's
puzzly
pretty
bits
bad,
begin.
dude.
And I use that term pretty loosely. For puzzles, they're pretty simple. Oh wow, the button was up here all along, and all I had to do was jump. One of the more interesting part of the quest, however,
Oh my
was
God.
in the Aelid ruins, where you have to shoot a specific arrow into a spot that opens up on some statue.
That took me forever. Trying to get that arrow to go through the thing, I think I spent like 20 minutes trying to get it to go in. I remember
you
that.
stand on
I
a
was getting
pressure
so
plate
I was
in
like,
order to gain
fuck!
access to the palace.
I just want to move on.
Bullseye! At this point, the majority of the quest is over, but in my opinion, this is when the fun really starts. Which is to say, the sneaking, thieving parts. You mainly just have to watch out for a couple guards and some blind monks, which is pretty easy.
Some blind
at least
monks.
If your sneak skill is high enough.
So-
I would
I
also
sound
recommend
so
doing
bored.
the
I
nocturnal
know.
quest
It's
before
so.
this one in order
I'm
to get the
just like,
skeleton key.
I'm just
Because
like,
trust
oh
me,
god, I
you
have
don't
to
wanna
do
run out of
this.
lockpicks after
Okay.
you've made it this far.
Do
Eventually,
I
you find
recommend
yourself
doing the
in
Thieves
Elder
Guild in
Scrolls
Oblivion? Yeah, I think the
library.
Thieves Guild
After
is
getting
pretty
the
good.
scroll, you must continue up
yeah,
the
as long as
palace
you're not
levels
terrible at
until you
thieving.
reach the battle mage's room.
Three
Inside her
blind
room
monks
is a
see how they
fireplace
run.
And our exit.
Wait, I needed to equip the boots of Spring-Heeled Jack? Uh-oh.
So this was I recreated it for this video, but this was genuinely what happened to me the first time I did this quest. Is I didn't have the boots equipped, and I went to the grate, and then it was like it's a good thing you have the boots of Spring-Heeled Jack with you, and I'm like, the what? Yeah, and then this happens.
If you
Your
successfully
delivering
survive
sounds
the
like
fall
mine
down
when I
the
was recording my
chimney, then you're
voice
basically
for the
home
first
free.
video
And
yesterday.
now
Yeah,
it's time to
everybody's
collect
first
your
video is just
reward.
so
I won't
dry.
spoil the ending for you too much though, because it was actually kind of a twist in the plot. But I will say the reward is pretty darn cool.
As I live and breathe, the gray fox.
It's...
Man, those were
Wait,
some-
what the fuck? Wait, what the hell was that?
Breathe, the gray fox.
Why did I do
Live and
that?
breathe, the gray fox.
It just pauses, randomly zooms in, and then boom. Boom. What the fuck?
Man, those
Oh
were
my
some
God.
pretty fun quests. But you know what? I should go on a real quest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
I think I was trying so hard to look cool that I just ended up looking like I was completely uninterested. You got to do one of the Daedric quests to keep the boots of Spring-Heeled Jack forever, or you do what I usually do, which is you increase your acrobatics so much that you don't need to equip the boots of Spring-Heeled Jack, because as long as they're not equipped when you land, then you still have them. Sweet cape. No. 2 seconds later. 2 seconds later.
You know what? I think I'd rather just play video games.
Wood chopping simulator, classic joke. Such a good joke.
Let's just go to
And you don't even get. I don't even show you more of the wood chopping. What's the what? I fucked up that joke so bad. Haha, funny joke. Okay, hold on a sec. I I wanna tell everybody on YouTube that I'm watching stuff on Twitch, so they can all be pissed off. I know this is an exciting break, exciting stop in our enjoyment, but I gotta so. Yeah, sure, whatever. That's good. Fuck. Everybody's gonna be like, what the hell? Okay, we gotta go to here. Hello, Mr. Cantina. Hello? Jeez, God, you always try and trick me into saying that, but I'm too smart. I'm a clever boy. Okay, so... Yo, dudes. I am reacting to my old... Fuck, the space bar always falls off. My old oh, gotta capitalize that. YouTube, as the Aussies say. My old YouTube video on... My old YouTube videos. Fucking space bar! Check it out. There you go. Okay. And then I gotta copy this. And I gotta post this. This is usually something I do before we start, but in my great intelligence, I did not do this. Some people get pissed off about it, and I don't care. Some people get really confused. They're like, "How come you're no longer uploading to YouTube anymore?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? What is happening? Why is it?" What? Wait, what? Okay, there we go. Whatever. Add bazinga? I'm not gonna add bazinga. That's a dumb word from a dumb show, man. Hey, Cantina, do you have the bantha milk I ordered 2 days ago? It's on its way. Oh shit, they're onto me. Okay, wait. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Okay, did I do everything right? Yo, dudes, I'm reacting to my old YouTube videos. Check it out. Post. There. And it says lettuce, actually. Fucking brilliant. Genius. That's genius. That's gonna catch everybody. They're all gonna be like, what the fuck? What is my TED Talks? Oh, could you see that playlist? Where'd you even see that?
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to the stuff.
It's a playlist I made, but I haven't put anything up yet. It's just the same videos you've seen. Wait, what am I doing? No, fuck. I got so confused. I was like, what am I doing right now? Okay, let's watch more videos. So, all right, I think it's about time we should watch the first video I ever uploaded to this channel. The worst video. Well, actually, it's not the worst video I've ever made, but let's check it out. Okay, let's go to the beginning.
See, though, this cost can get exponentially high.
Wait, no, go to the beginning.
Are you really getting what you pay for in college? I think.
Yeah, by the way, this is about college. I was in college at the time, and I was dumb and believed that college was worth the $50,000 they charge you.
The answer may not be what you expect.
This video is legendary. I don't know about that. I don't know if I'd go that far.
With so many employers requiring some kind of college
Look at the
degree,
difference in
you really
hairline.
have no choice but to shell thousands of dollars a year of your life. Just
Yeah, what the hell? I haven't gotten bald. Did my forehead just get bigger? I think my forehead got bigger. Oh, you know what it is? Oh, it's because my hair is down like this. Yeah, there we go. So it makes my forehead just upgraded to aircraft carrier. Oh my god. Dude, fuck. Oh my god. Okay.
in the workforce, but beyond having that little piece of paper,
The Darth
to
Malik
prove
in the
to some
background,
future
epic.
employer that you are a competent human being, how much value are you actually getting from this bankrupting endeavor?
This
what
microphone,
answer
by the
that-
way, this microphone was the first one I bought, and I was like, you know, I don't need to spend a lot of money. I think I spent $70 on it. I spent more money on, like, everything else except for the microphone. I don't know why I decided to cheap out on the microphone, but, yeah,
I'm gonna
it
break
was a
this down
bad
into three
idea.
Parts. The cost, how they're teaching you.
Cantina's
going on
forehead
after
bigger than
college.
Skyrim.
In 2013, the average student
Oh
went
God, I
college
just bumped it, too.
$28,400 in debt. So if you chose to pay back your loans with the 10-year plan, that would be about $246 for 10 years. Now this
Looks like the things
can
you
be
have at the dentist.
exponentially greater if you attended a private university.
I look like I could recreate it in the meme menu. Dude, I'm pretty sure I my friend had a Wii. I never had a Wii, but my me definitely looked a lot like me. I self-like my video. Yeah, bro. I used to do that all the time because I was like, bro, if I self-like this video, then maybe it'll do better. Maybe more people will see it. That's not how it works, but whatever.
University, and doesn't factor in any private loans you might have taken out as well. There's another problem with this too, though, for this doesn't take into account...
Well, hold on a second. In Europe, you don't have to pay anything for college? What the fuck? Okay, everybody go to Europe for college. Nobody go to America for college because it's 100% a ripoff. I mean, if it's going to be free, then you might as well go. But if it's not free, then fuck it.
The amount students are paying out of pocket for this whole
Wait a
experience.
second. I just realized I haven't... There we go. I've just left a mirror in this corner of the video. What the fuck? Oh my god.
The average
Nice.
cost
Good
of
job,
school
me.
is $35,572. This means that the student receives it.
I kept on. I was trying to do this like off the top of my head, but I had a piece of paper down below that had all the stats because I knew I wasn't gonna remember the stats. And you can see me just being like, the number is 35,200.
$28,400. He still has to pay.
I seem a
back
tad
another
jaded now.
Yes,
$7,172. College
If you're
is
going to a
probably the
private
one thing I
university, though,
regret
this cost
of all
can
the
get
things I've done.
exponentially higher, reaching heights of $120,376. This means the student still has to come up with another
So
90.
it's so fuzzy.
$1,976.
It's so out of focus. It's unbelievable.
Some students can make it up with scholarships and grants, but a lot of them have to look elsewhere. For example, private loans, which can have interest rates of
Oh my
as
god,
high
this
as
is so
10%.
boring.
There's one more set of figures we have to look at, though.
Did I finish college? I went for 5 years. And the answer is no, I dropped out. Now you're probably asking yourself, why did you go for 5 years? And the answer is because I'm stupid as fuck. I wanted to drop out literally the first year. And I probably should have, but I didn't because I had friends there. So I was like, well, I'll stay. When you think the teacher won't catch you cheating. Yeah, so I'd only recommend going to college if you absolutely know it. You should only go to college if you know what you want, if you know what you want to do for genuine, not like you know, when I graduated high school, I was like, I know what I want to do with my life. And then I went to college and realized I didn't. Yeah, don't do that. Only go once you know, and only go if you actually need it, because there's a good chance you actually don't need college.
For cost, before we can...
Will I consider getting a college degree in the future? No. It's literally, the reason why I dropped out is because I realized all the things that I wanted to do with my career, one of them being YouTube, I realized that a college degree was not going to make any difference. So yeah, I wouldn't, I was like, I'm wasting time and money.
really move on. And that's the cost per credit hour. At the public school, the average cost for each credit hour is around $253.50.
How long is
So
this
for a
video? Oh my
3-credit hour
god,
course,
we're
it'd
only
be
2
around
minutes in.
$706.
What did I study? So I went to college. I was originally going to study computer programming. And part of the problem is, so I had been in computer tech for a long time. And I wanted to expand on more on that. So I went to college thinking, oh, they'll be teaching, be programming and computer technologies. And it wasn't at all. It was just programming. And I also found out that I'm terrible at programming. So I dropped out of that. And then I kind of skated around a little bit. And then I fell into communications, which, if you're wondering what communications means, it basically means whatever the fuck they wanted to do. There was literally no... all the classes were so disconnected. There was one class where it's like, we're going to read poetry. And there was another class where it was like, this is communication theory. And also language isn't real and words don't matter. And I was like, holy fuck. Yeah, so I really enjoyed the communication theory stuff because I always hated... Something that always pissed me off is... like if somebody asks you, hey, how you doing? And you're like, I'm doing good. And they're like, don't you mean you're doing well? No. No, I fucking don't. I mean, I'm doing good because I'm not a thing that holds water, a well, idiot. So yeah. So then when I got to communication theory, I'm like, holy shit. Like, language literally doesn't matter. Wow, the American education system seems amazing. Hay is for horses. One of the things that always got me was you ask the teacher, can I go to the bathroom? And they're like, don't you mean may you go to the bathroom? And I'm like, no, I mean, can I? Because you're literally preventing me from going to the bathroom, and whether or not I pee my pants here is dependent on whether you allow me to go. Yep, this is why I'm in Canada. Yeah, so there's so many people I know who will correct your grammar, and if anybody ever corrects your grammar in that way, just tell them that them attempting to correct your grammar simply shows that their lack of understanding of how language works is so minimal that they can't even they don't have a basic grasp of the English language in general. So, did you go to George Mason? No, I don't know what that is. Okay, let's finish this shit-ass video.
Okay. At a private university, however, one credit hour is $909.
The camera's not even centered on me. Look how much headspace there is.
Credit course would be around
that should not have been a problem for me because I had been doing
these numbers still.
I was a freelance cameraman for 4 years, I want to say. I was a freelance cameraman. No, for 3 years. I worked as a cameraman for 4 years as an intern. I should not have fucked up the camera this bad.
Aren't factoring in other material things such as
look how much headspace there stares at your current head.
Can reach also be extremely costly. For example, a lot of books out there cost around $250. So we have an idea of what the cost is.
I'm a college dropout as well. Knew nothing about tech and went on for an information systems degree. Like, why did I do that? Yeah. Going to college when you don't know what you want to do and you don't know what you're getting into is literally the worst thing you could do. I know so many people who went to college, got a degree, and the degree that they got, they have absolutely no use for. Like, they ended up doing something totally different.
These schools.
Some of those people had to go back to college to get the degree they actually wanted.
Let's take a look at one of the most common ways of being taught, which is the lecture. You may have always felt like you had a hard time remembering
it's all
most of the stuff
spooky
you heard
font.
in your lecture class. But that isn't because lecturing isn't your preferred style. Our short-term memories are actually very limited in what they can retain.
Oh my god, why am I talking about this bullshit? This is such a stupid video.
Well, of course, Mason. Everybody knows about short-term memory. But here's something you probably didn't know. In 2014, a study was done that found that college-age students had a more limited memory than people of other ages. College-age students' memories were limited as much as 26%. Now, before you say,
what's these numbers even mean? What does that mean?
Other studies
why am I saying this shit? I feel like I'm in school again. This is so fucking terrible.
As a matter of fact,
I'm literally lecturing people about how they shouldn't be lectured.
But actually receive more information
the irony is palpable.
By reading a book. Preference, however, is not the same as learning styles.
No offense, but I'm so bored, dude. I'm fucking. Oh my god, we're only halfway through.
Now you've heard what I have to say. I want to hear what you have to say. Let me know in the comments. I mean, there's probably a lot more going on to this discussion, and you guys probably also have some more things that you wish that I mentioned, or just want to talk about in general. And
now that you've heard what I have to say, what do you have to say? What did I even say? What the fuck? What was I even talking about? Okay, let's see what else we got here. All right. Oh god, this video is probably gonna be incredibly boring. Also, okay, we gotta find something action-packed to watch after that shit. Okay, so we watched this one. We watched that. Let's see. Check the comments. Oh shit, yeah. What's the comments say? What do people have to say about it? It's just people talking about how the fuck I go from college to. Oh, here we go. Here's some. No, it's good video, very informative. Nice, nice, right here. Laughs in being from Europe and basically not having to pay anything for college. Okay, so let's watch something that's slightly more interesting. Okay, so this video right here is when I came back. This is when I actually was like, okay, I'm gonna quit. This is when I dropped out of college and decided I'm gonna try doing YouTube full time and see how it goes. And It went okay. It went all right. I pay my bills. I guess that's something.
Every quest in Skyrim is good. As a matter of fact, a lot of them really suck.
I've heard better
Great.
wisecracks from Orgnar.
But
I don't know. The dialogue from him was so quiet, and I don't know why I didn't boost it up, but it's really disappointing. You should cut the monologue into an Oblivion dialogue. Have you heard about college students? No, have a good day. You too.
there's hope. There are a few quests that are actually really amazing. And today,
Oh yeah,
we're
okay.
gonna
So this
highlight
is
some of the
I don't know
best
why I
ones.
forgot what this
So
video
without
was.
further ado, here are the top 5 quests in Skyrim.
I look like I fucking.
So
Wait,
without
hold on.
further
I look like I'm talking to a child. I'm like way up top, like, okay, kids. Without further ado, why is the camera so low? Was there something up with the tripod? Did I have it like on a desk or something? My mom says it's my turn for the Xbox.
ado, here are the top 5 quests in Skyrim.
All right, yeah. Here are the top 5 quests, guys.
In the humble town of Dawnstar, the citizens are suffering from nightmares, which leads us into our first quest,
That's it.
The Waking Nightmare.
The
Which
Waking
seems
Nightmare.
rather incorrectly named since the nightmares
You
in
know, he
question
just
happen
wanted us to
while
see the
asleep,
Star
and
Wars
the
shirt.
actual quest
I don't
isn't
know why I
that
picked
scary.
that shirt.
The
I
quest
guess I thought it
begins
would have
by
been
talking to this
relatable.
rather trustworthy fellow right here.
I would simply ask that you trust me.
Anyone who says that you have to trust them couldn't possibly be untrustworthy. He informs us that the Daedric prince
Was that a stressful time in your life when you dropped out to start this? Yeah, it was kind of stressful. I mean, in some ways it wasn't. It was exciting because I felt like I could do it, and I didn't really want to do anything else at the time. I really didn't want to keep doing college because I hated it. But it was stressful because, you know, my channel hadn't been good enough to really make much money at all at that point. So it's kind of like, this needs to take off. This needs to do well, otherwise I'm screwed.
Vermina is the one causing the nightmares, and that he must be stopped in order to save the town.
This music
Additionally,
reminds me of
only
Outside
people who live
Xbox.
in the
Well,
town receive the nightmares, which
it's
honestly
all
just
from
sounds
the
like a good
YouTube
excuse
audio
for the
library, so I'm
developers
sure
to
that's
not
where
have to do
fucking
any
Todd
work.
Howard.
So
What
after
the
following
fuck?
this guy up this hill, we come to this tower where Mr. Trusty here tells us there was once overrun with a Daedric cult in worship of Vermina. And for some reason, no one in the town has put 2 and 2 together.
Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep.
Huh. You seem to know an awful lot about this place. Are you sure you are who you say you
Oh,
are?
God.
Because I'm starting to
Jeez.
doubt if I can trust you. All right, I take it back. Anyone who
I
moves
forgot
like
about that.
Couldn't be untrustworthy.
I don't know what the hell
It's a
was
dead
going
end.
on with that
Now
glitch, but I was like, damn, that's good.
I knew I couldn't trust you. You're no priest of Mara.
Seeking redemption from Mara.
Oh, so I guess he is a priest of Mara.
Why did I freeze the camera? Why did I stop it like
He's
that?
still lying to me.
Mason is a
In order to get on the
400-year-old
other side of
elf.
this
That's
barrier,
right.
we
That's
have
my
to head
real
to the
age,
library and
legit.
Try and find a book. Then the book will tell us to go find a potion.
Skateboarding
Why we
priest
didn't find
throws
the potion in the
fireball
first
at
place,
demons.
since this guy already knew about it is beyond me.
Oh my
should
god,
be a small
I kept that
bottle,
potion on
very
screen for way
similar to
too
a
long.
potion.
Well, that isn't very descriptive.
That
man.
zoom in was so tiny. Why didn't I zoom in more? Look at how small that is. Fucking hell.
Descriptive, man. I don't know how you expect me to find this bottle of yours.
The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid.
Wait, what? Didn't you just say it was small? Is it small or is it tall? Is it small and
Small.
tall? I need to know. Okay, so it's tall then. Definitely not small. So this potion allows us to see through the eyes of someone from the past and then teleport to the destination that they are at in the memory. Honestly, it seems kind of contrived, but half the quests in ESO do it, so whatever. The memory we've entered belongs to some guy named Casimir. I suppose that's probably going to be important later. Why are you guys just using your fists? Alright, we've disabled the barrier, now it's time to stop this nightmare.
All right.
Thorin, you're alive. No thanks to
You're
you,
back again. Good, Astrovoid.
Oh
Good.
my God, you
We're
are
watching this
Casimir.
video.
So that whole memory thing was contrived. I knew it. After killing Casimir's long-lost friends, the priest will then begin removing the barrier. And suddenly Vermina starts to speak to us, telling us that Casimir plans to betray us and that we should kill him first. Which honestly sounds like a pretty good
Wow,
idea.
that damn traitor.
If you do
That-
choose to kill him, then you get the Skull of Corruption as a reward. if you choose not to kill him, then he will in fact not betray you, as unbelievable as it sounds.
That's
and
unbelievable.
will destroy the Staff of Corruption, which means you do not get it. And instead, as a reward, you get to have him as a follower.
I can offer you something better. Companionship.
This is what I think of you and your stupid reward.
Oh my god. You seem a lot more optimistic in your videos.
Sometimes
It was
you
an
just
optimistic
need a break
time
from
in my
all
life.
this Nord crap. Their dumb mead, their pointless war, and don't even get me started on the dragons. Boring. You could go to Solstheim, but
God, I hate
come
the
on,
dragons
we've
so
seen that
much.
before. But you know what is new and exciting? Orcs.
An orc first learns to wield a hammer in her mother's womb.
That sounds really uncomfortable. In the quest, the
Really
curse-
uncomfortable is the best I could come up with that. More like that sounds fucked up. Why are you having a hammer in your mother's womb? What the heck? You're gonna damage her. What's your problem? Hey Cantuna, are we getting Oblivion video this week? There's a video coming out. It's not Oblivion, but it's something more personal to me, I think. Well, I mean Oblivion's personal, but I'd say it's something I've been wanting to make for a while, and I finally got around to it. I think you guys will enjoy it.
tribe, you get to experience exactly that. Well, not the womb part, but you know what I'm talking about. It starts out when you come across a giant attacking a bunch
This
of
is a video
bandits.
about
It
rogue
turns out
game.
they aren't bandits, they're just orcs.
What's funny, so my hair is actually, so I have both of my grandpas had fantastic hair. My grandpa on my dad's side, his hair is pretty similar to mine, but it never thinned out. It was always just fantastic and great. And my other grandpa, his hair did thin out, but it was always dark. It was always the same color it had been his entire life. So I probably got some pretty good hair genes, to be honest. So hopefully.
Well, they're probably bandits, but they don't attack you, so that's something. It turns out the tribe here
My
has
hair
been
is a
having
fuzzball.
giant
Yeah, well,
problem,
I
and they
got
aren't
some good
certain
hair
what to do
genes.
about it, which is where we come in. A tub needs us to fetch some stupid ingredients to perform a ritual and discover why they are being attacked by giants. So after that dumb task, the orcs can now summon the revered Daedric prince Malakath. Who then
Malakath.
proceeds to insult the orc chief Ymars.
I got some good elevator hairline genes. Yeah, I did.
Turns out Malakath's
You
shrine was
got good hair
overrun with
genes and still
giants, and
fucked
in order
up.
to appease the Daedric prince, the shrine must be cleared. The cave
Did my parents watch the video game Crush video? I haven't talked to my mom about it. I don't know if she's seen it. I'm guessing she has. I know my dad did. He said he enjoyed it, although he didn't finish it.
to get to the shrine is also filled with giants. I don't know how they got in, but here they are. After making it to the shrine, Ymars will offer you some gold.
Such
if you kill the
terrible.
giant yourself, and
I don't know why all my Photoshop jobs are so terrible back then. Look how fuzzy the sides are. Look how horribly cropped it is.
then let
Oh
him
God.
say he did it. The more interesting option is to let him do it.
This should only take a second.
And a second it took indeed. Don't worry, I will do better. After the giant is dead, return to the tribe, and Malakath will continue to insult the
God,
now dead
what a
chief
terrible.
some more.
Malkath looks horrible here.
Coward and a weakling.
And then he'll reward you with Volendrom. However, if you did choose Ymars' offer, then after killing the giant, he will then try to kill you. Which seems like a pretty stupid idea, since I clearly just proved myself stronger.
I know.
This is for the-
I feel like this quest is the perfect example of Skyrim makes no sense. Like, this guy's too afraid to kill. He cannot kill the giant. He gets obliterated. So he has you go kill the giant, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill that guy." Are you stupid? Yes, you are.
the best, Ymars. Just accept it.
You don't deserve to call yourself an orc.
Is his logic, I guess.
Are you a fan of solving mysteries? Do you enjoy watching procedural crime dramas such as Scooby-Doo? Well then, Blood on the Ice is the quest for you. It's got it
Blood
all:
on the
an abandoned
Ice.
building, a serial killer,
That's what we
dead
call a
people,
pompous
some
fool. Yeah, that's
snow,
for sure.
This guy, a talking dog. Oh wait, that's a different quest. Anyway, after entering Windhelm, you begin to hear dozens of rumors of people being murdered late at night. However, the quest doesn't officially start until you come upon one of the crime scenes yourself, and boy, is it horrific. It looks like she had a grave evening. A suspicious-looking
I
bloke
fucking forgot about that joke. That was a damn good joke. I gotta be honest. I like that one. That was good. I think that's probably my favorite joke in this whole video.
Bell can be seen leading away from the crime scene. Probably a coincidence.
My hate for Barbas the dog is real. He's on literally every stream. I fucking hate that dog. He drives me insane.
Wasn't a coincidence. Alright, so after getting the key to the suspicious abandoned house here, we head on inside. And man, is it spooky. Even knowing that there's no one inside it.
Will I stream Redguard?
Gang, let's
I
look for
probably
clues.
won't because it's
God.
really hard.
They have a lot of
I imagine it's probably it'd be really difficult to watch because it doesn't run properly. I don't know what goes on. I don't know why it doesn't. I'm guessing it ran better on the computers it was supposed to be for, but it doesn't run properly, so it's kind of slow and if every I don't know what I just did there. And every now and again it speeds up really weird and it's just so hard to play. I just hope they I wish they'd fix that.
lot of Halloween decorations.
I love how you can
After
live
we
in this
round
house
up the clues,
afterwards.
we now
Wait,
have to figure
seriously?
out
I didn't
what
know
they
that.
mean, which means asking the local collector Calixto about the amulet and asking this lady about the butcher's diaries. Both of them point us towards Woundfirth. Now, you have two options. You can either confront Woundfirth directly, or go to the steward and give him the evidence. If you go to the steward, he will then imprison Woundfirth for murder and mystery solved. Or is it? After
Have I tried the Daggerfall Unity mod? I have not. Probably if I was going to do something, if I was going to stream Daggerfall, I'd probably do that. I'd probably, because it seems more enjoyable to play than regular Daggerfall.
And find out the truth. If you had spoken to him in the first place, he would have told you that the journals and amulet don't belong to him. And for some reason, that is enough for us to believe him. Woundfirth will tell us to watch the streets that night in order to catch the killer. Oh, hey Calixto, what are you doing out this late? Calixto, what are you doing? Oh my god, that guard didn't notice anything. No wonder why this guy's never been caught. Now all there is to do is kill Calixto.
I forgot about
and tell
that.
the steward that we have solved the mystery.
Fuck, hold on.
And then tell the steward that we have solved
Wait,
the
okay.
mystery.
Look at this arrow. What the fuck? It's not even in him at all. Man, that totally killed, murdered. With this arrow right here, that destroyed him.
Additionally, if you happen to poke around Calixto's house, you could find a butcher's journal as well as embalming tools, which would have been a clue that Woundfirth was not the real killer.
Oh, how marvelous.
For the most part, Skyrim's Dark Brotherhood wasn't that exciting. The Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion made every quest feel unique with its own little investigations and unique ways of killing the target. Like,
I like how I put this quest number 2 on the list, and the first thing I do is talk about how shit I thought it was. Fucking roasted. Totally roasted. Eat that,
I don't
Skyrim.
have that in Skyrim. However, there are some interesting assassinations, such as the one where you kill the lady at her wedding, and the time you have to track down that Imperial officer dude. However, the quest that lives up to my expectations the most is to kill an Empire. But before we can start the quest, we just have to tie up a loose end. Alright, that's been taken care of. Now just to hide the body, and done. Oh crap, somebody's on me.
my God,
Holy
my God.
crap, it's a freaking bear! Alright, now that that has been dealt with, it's time
I forgot a fucking cave bear showed up in here. This is literally the only time I've ever had an animal appear inside a house like this. I don't know how it happened. I don't know if there was a fucking cave bear in there. But that was genuinely what happened too. Like I was like, I killed the guy and I was like, oh shit, somebody's onto me, and I'm like, it's a fucking cave bear? What? Oh, whoops, there we go.
to head to the party. The goal of this quest is to sneak into the castle pretending to be a famous chef and then kill the Emperor.
You're not dressed as I would have suspected.
What do you mean? Are you saying I don't look like a famous chef? That's absurd. Once you're in the castle, you head to the kitchens to meet probably the most inept cook in all of Skyrim. No matter what you tell her to put in the stew, she will think it makes sense.
Yeah, this lady's got to be the biggest idiot of all time.
I see now. That would give the potage le magnifique a slightly metallic but delicious aftertaste.
Along with these
Delicious.
delectable food
Nothing
products,
says
you have a
delicious like
special
metallic
ingredient that will cause
taste.
instant death to anyone who eats it.
Oh, how marvelous.
Now, you don't have to put it in the stew. However, if you don't, that means you will have to find a different way to assassinate the Emperor. Not that it was really that hard, though. The only benefit for keeping the poison ingredient is that you can use it to make an extremely powerful poison in the case
This
that
looks
there's
like
an
modern
exceptionally
Cantina
hard enemy
videos,
you're
but
trying to
worse.
kill.
That's basically
After you've
what it
killed
is.
The Emperor and anyone else you wish dead, head out of Skyrim and you are home free. Oh. Oh no. It was a setup. We've been bamboozled. And it turns out our sanctuary is being ransacked as we speak. Oh geez, this doesn't look good. I hope my insurance will cover it. Arnborn, you died really easily. I thought werewolves were tough.
Yeah, I don't know why he dies so easily. It's just kind of sad for him. If you put all the wrong ingredients, people in the Brotherhood will mock you. Wait, is that true? Does that happen? Let's play Bamboozle.
Embrace me.
Honestly, I would rather not. Okay, if I have to. Wait, how did you guys survive? Night Mother, I don't think you were being totally honest with me. Oh my god, Astrid, what
I
happened to
forgot
you?
about I made
You
that
were the
point.
one who
That's a good point, though. How did those two guys survive? One of them was literally right next to me. Why did I really need to go into the Night Mother's tomb casket like that to survive, or was she just, you know, did she just want me to do that? You know what I'm saying?
Trade us? Eat this, you bloody schemer.
What the fuck?
Well, here we are. You know, I really tried not to put this quest on this list. It is just so overdone. But at the end of the day, honestly, it is the best quest in Skyrim. And of course, the quest I'm talking about is the Mind of Madness. The quest starts
Mind
out
of
pretty
Madness.
harmlessly. A poor beggar is found.
You know, to be honest, I don't really enjoy this quest as much as I used to. I think it's because it feels so rigid, whereas usually it feels so rigid and it doesn't feel as fun as the Oblivion one does.
In the streets of solitude, in need of help, but no one will help him. But since I'm such a noble guy, I might as well give him a hand. He won't be needing this. Hey, I don't work for free. It turns out his unnamed master has entered the Pelagius wing of the Blue Palace and has refused to come out. After talking to Falk Firebeard, you learn that the Pelagius wing has been condemned for a long time now and no one is allowed to enter. From here you have a couple of options. You could gain access by doing a quest for Olfalki, which by the way is a pretty good quest in itself.
Yeah,
Or
I don't know
if
why
your
I didn't include
speech
that
is good
quest on the
enough,
list.
you
That
can
was a good
convince
one.
one of the servants to give you the key. And now into the Pelagius wing. This place needs a good spring cleaning. Wow, what the?
Fuck. I forgot. Oh my god. It's the same Star Wars shirt too. I really want you guys to know that I have that Star Wars shirt.
I think we're in solitude anymore, Bantha.
It turns out we're not in solitude anymore.
Do I
We
still
are
have the
now-
teddy bear? It's not a teddy bear. It's a bantha. Yeah, bro, you better fucking believe I got this bantha still. Check it out. Bam. We're best buds. Come on, get up there.
Now in the mind of the long-dead
Bantha Buddha. Oh,
Pelagius
shit.
III, and we are not alone. Pelagius is here with us, as well as the Mad God Prince of Madness himself, Sheogorath, enjoying a tea party, which looks pretty fun, by the way.
I must have
The
some
food
shit I've
is
seen
having a
all
lot of
day.
fun. So Sheogorath tells us that in order to leave this place, we must first find an exit, which is not gonna be easy. And then he gives us the famous Wabajak. From there, we have 3 different tasks to complete. The first task involves a teeny tiny Pelagius.
The plate was
getting
funky.
wailed
I know.
on
I don't
by a
understand.
giant-
I don't know what the hell is up with the silverware with the plates in this area, this level, because they're always shaking all over the place. Why did you pronounce it like Wubbajack? Wait, I didn't even notice that. Let me go back.
Complete. The first task involves a teeny tiny Pelagius getting sit, which is not gonna be easy. And then he gives us the famous Wabajak. From there,
I
we
don't know.
have 3
I
different
was supposed to. I was
tasks
trying to say
complete. The
Wabbajack,
first
but I
task
went.
involves
I guess
a
I went
teeny
Wubbajack
tiny
too much.
Pelagius getting wailed on by a giant Imperial soldier. This Pelagius represents his confidence, and by shooting him with the Wabbajack, we can increase that confidence. As well as
You said the
decrease size
Wabbajack
of
to
the soldier,
Wumbo.
making
I
Pelagius feel
Wumbo,
better
you
about
Wumbo,
himself.
he, she,
On the
we
second
Wumbo.
task, we find Pelagius fast asleep in bed. Aw, he seems so peaceful.
Wabbajack.
Suffered night terrors from a young age.
Well, I guess the only thing to do is hit him with the Wabbajack. Holy crap, it's a wolf! Eat Wabbajack, you mangy mutt! Each enemy you hit with the Wabbajack turns it into something that I guess Pelagius likes? I mean, I get the maiden and being a kid is pretty cool, and I suppose sheep are alright, but I'm at a loss with the campfire and unusable chest. On the final
I don't know
task,
why
we
the
find
chest is
ourselves above an
unusable, it's
area
just
with
funny.
2 fighting Atronachs.
Shagora sounds like Mr. Krabs. Arr, 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 arr. Use the Wabbajack, SpongeBob.
Fire seems like
Imagine
it should be able to
Shagora in the
beat
chocolate
ice.
factory.
But that's
Bro,
too
that would be a
obvious.
pretty cool, a
Look
smart quest of
outside
them to
the
do. That'd be
box.
cool.
If you instead hit one of the guards on the opposite end of the arena, they will turn into wolves and kill our true opponent. At long last, we have healed the mad Emperor Pelagius III.
Fixed is such a subjective term. I think treated is far more appropriate, don't you?
Close enough. As a reward for doing such great deeds, Sheogoras allows us to keep the Wabbajack, which is quite a powerful object indeed.
A gold coin?
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video and maybe even learned something or two. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to take care of.
I was trying to make it look like I was a Stormcloak, which I think you can kind of tell, but the helmet definitely did not end up being what I wanted it to be. Would you be much more interested than the Charlie whatever? The Charlie whatever? Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. It's your favorite video of you because it's the first video I watched from you. That's cool, dude.
Stop right there, criminal scum. I fought mud crabs more fiercely than you.
A classic Ruby appearance. Oh my god. Oh my god. You can tell, by the way. I don't know why I didn't bother finishing to paint this. It's just straight up green in the back. You can see it's just straight foam. Good job, me. Alright, what else do we have here? Okay, so we watched this one. Watch that one. Is there another really dumb bad one? This is a video not a lot of people have seen. This one's pretty short. Are the Two Worlds videos old enough? Yeah, they're pretty old. We could probably get to those too. I want to watch. Wait, where the fuck did it go? Let's watch this real quick. This is when I tried. This is when I tried to do just skits and just on their own.
My watch. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood. Ah! Someone's been murdered. Body's still warm. Means there's a killer about.
Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more of these kind of videos...
This video did not take off like I thought it was gonna. Did I make the helmet? Yeah, I did. I crafted it from foam. I was trying to make an elven-looking helmet. It didn't really work out very well, at all. Need to work on your imperial voice. He recorded with this with you. That's my ex-girlfriend recorded it. She helped me with that. The green on the helmet is just a glitch. Okay, so what's another good video? This one was terrible. I really enjoyed that. What do you guys want to watch? What do you guys want to watch next? That's a good question to ask. Because there's a lot of videos that we could watch, but I don't know what you'll find interesting. Play the spookiest quest in Oblivion. All right, let's go watch that one. If I can find it. Did I go past it? No, I don't think I did. More, no. Was it this far down? No, it definitely wasn't that far down. It's right there, criminal scum. I can't see nothing. I don't even remember what it looks like. What does it look like? On the very left. Okay, I'm looking on the very left. There it is. Okay.
Oblivion is full of spooky stuff. I mean, just look at this guy. Even I think he looks scary, and it takes a lot to scare me.
I really enjoyed just hating on this guy. I don't remember what his name is. Oh,
Even
Kalthar.
I think he looks scary, and it takes
Fucking
a lot to
Kalthar.
scare me, that's for sure.
No, Not like this.
But believe it or not, there are a few quests in this game even spookier than that guy's face. And considering
Passed it
Halloween is
3
right
times
around the
or something,
corner,
that doesn't
figured this
surprise
would
me.
be the perfect time to talk about the 5 spookiest quests in Oblivion.
Why is this? There we go. Get that out of there.
Have you ever had one of those dreams that you couldn't wake up from, where no matter how hard you tried, even when you knew it was just a dream, you just had to endure it? Well, it's not a dream,
Carl
man.
putting
It's
the
just
hair growth
regular
gel in the
life.
wrong
Get out of your
place.
mom's basement, get a job. Jeez. Okay, so the quest we're talking about here is through a nightmare darkly, and boy, is it sort of spooky. After completing a quest for the
It's
Brotherhood
sort of
Mages Guild, the
spooky.
Guild Hall
I had such
leader
a-
will
I had
ask you
such-
for help in finding...
I had such a hard time with this video because I'm like, I think I had like 2 or 3 spooky quests ideas already, and I was like, okay, well none of these are scary. There's literally no quests in this game that are scary. I'm a scaredy cat, and none of them scared me. So I was like, shit, what do I come up for the next ones?
her friend Henentir, which sounds simple enough.
I
so
feel
we might as
personally
well lend a
attacked.
hand.
I'm going to level with you. Henentir isn't missing. On the contrary, I know exactly where he is.
Fine with me, makes my job even easier.
Well, as you can see, Henentir's right here, and he's trapped in his dream world.
Oh no, poor
The
Henentir.
only chance is for a total stranger to enter his dreams.
Enter his dream.
Nothing is scarier than the first zombie in the game.
Based on his flailing, I'm gonna guess he's not having a very good dream.
Henentir once told me that if he's killed in his dreams, anyone that's in there with him will die as well.
You've got to be kidding me, lady. You waited this long to give me...
What's my favorite? What the fuck? What's my favorite video I've ever done? I don't really know, to be honest. I think I'd have to look through all my videos and see which one. I'm sure there's one in there that I particularly like.
This information? All right, I'll do it. Okay, this is definitely not a good dream. So it turns out
The waifu
Henentir
video.
has
That was a
misplaced
good one.
pieces of his mind within the dream world. How do you do that? I have no idea. Which of course means that we have to go reacquire them for him. It's not very difficult, but it is definitely spooky. Like this place. It's spooky. And this water is pretty spooky. Oh my word, I'm naked. It's my greatest nightmare. Oh, thank God, some clothes. Well,
I tried so hard to make it seem like it was a spooky quest. I'm like, yeah, I mean that's spooky, and being naked is spooky. Like that's woo. You know what I mean? I just was so desperate. Like, yes, it's spooky. Okay, please.
Finally,
believe
that
me.
nightmare is over, and we've returned to the real world. Or have we? You may be thinking that Vermina's Shrine will be just another normal, unspooky Daedric quest. But you would be mistaken. Because there is nothing normal or unspooky about it. For one thing, this guy seems to think we're walking in the House of Shadow, even though it's still daytime. And we're definitely not inside it.
It's not that spooky. Cantina 2 minutes later. That water is pretty spooky. Unspooky is a great word.
Any house. And even more out of the ordinary is before we can even start the quest, we have to find a black soul gem. I mean, usually we need to get something dumb, like a cabbage. But a black soul gem? That's spooky stuff. Alright, I guess it's time
I'm
to
just
get this
so
gem.
desperately
We can
trying
do all this
to
hard
make
work.
it seem like it fits for the video.
Has the orb of Vermina. Travel to his tower and retrieve my orb.
Yeah, sounds simple enough. I mean, how bad could it be? Oh, jeez. It's bad. It's really, really bad. Is the furniture on the ceiling? Or
I
am
mean, yeah,
on
to
the
be fair,
ceiling? Spook?
out of all the quests, I think this one is probably the most Halloween-y spooky, because it's clearly supposed to be like a haunted house.
Spooky. What is this place? Where are we? Well, this must be Arkved. In comparison to Henentir, he seems
Black
to be
Soul Gem
sleeping
or something
pretty
even
peacefully.
spookier,
Oh,
a cabbage.
Thank God, we're finally out of there. Here's your stupid orb, Vermina. Man, after such terrifying quests as those, I could really use a good rest in a familiar bed. It's only too bad that I don't have a home of my own.
If you're in the market, I'm selling a manor house right now for a very good price.
Wow, what a great coincidence. Hey, look at that, I got a quest. Where spirits have lease. I like to think of myself as a lively spirit. Alright, let's go check this place out. Well, they could use a bit of spring cleaning, but otherwise it's not too bad. Here we go. This must be the spirits the quest was talking about. Can't believe I got this place for only 5,000 septums.
The ghosts in Oblivion look
All
like
right, let's
something
get
from
some rest.
Scooby-Doo.
Hey,
Yeah, they
what's
do.
going on? Holy crap, this place is haunted. That certainly isn't creepy at all. As it turns out, the man who used to live here was a necromancer who was killed some time ago. And ever since then, this place has been cursed. Which honestly would have been good to know when buying it.
You got quite a deal on that house.
And the only way to lift that curse is to get the guy who sold us it in the first place to help us out. There is no way we're
My
gonna
commentary's
convince
on
this
point.
guy to help us lift this curse.
I can't help feeling slightly guilty selling you the place.
You execute Benris after everything on every playthrough F that guy. To be fair, he is a scoundrel. I mean, what a jerk. How's the conversion from septims to dollars? I don't know. I don't even think Bethesda knows, to be honest. I think they just make it up.
At the Count's arms. From there, we'll try to lift
the
curse together.
He probably becomes not essential after the quest ends, is my
Really?
guess.
Okay, wow. He actually showed up. Do you know what you're doing, or are you just flailing your hands about? Hey, where you going? Unbelievable. All right, I suppose we're venturing into the creepy crypt on our own. The Tome of Unlife. Sounds like a pleasant read. Well, this must be the necromancer. Doesn't look like he's doing too good.
Why is he caressing the wall?
I desire the chance to atone for my sins. Please rejoin my hand to my body. Only then, when I am complete, will this eternal nightmare end.
Yeah, because this couldn't possibly be a trick. All right, let's see where this goes.
It never fails to amuse me how easy mortal man is to manipulate.
I love how your only option to continue this quest is to give him his hand back, and he's like, I manipulated you. It's like, did you, or was I just forced to do this because of the programming of the game? It's not my fault. I knew it was gonna happen. It's obvious.
Yeah, you really got me. What a loser. After destroying the witch, the curse on the manor has been lifted.
I wish he said something when he died, like, oh no, I was the one who was fooled. Would you just keep a spoopy hand in your basement for the rest of your life?
And for some reason, the manor
What the
itself
frick?
is now totally pristine. The windows are no longer cracked, and even the vase is back where it was, which I find even spookier than the ghosts.
Yeah, to be honest, I find it's way spookier that the house just returns to normal. Like the house was scary not because that's what the house was like, but because of the hauntings. It's really bizarre. What made me not want to stay here, I was like, because when I returned to the house after defeating that witch and then saw everything was back to normal, I was like, oh shit, okay, shit, that's creepy. Now I don't want to be here.
At least I can sleep soundly now. What the? If you've ever visited the city of Coral, then you've probably run into the Argonian Dharma. And you may be asking yourself, what's so spooky about a friendly Argonian? Well, it's not Dharma herself that's spooky.
Oh yeah,
It's
this
what
quest
comes next.
Is this number
After
one?
meeting Dharma and then leaving the city for a few days, the next time you return
Or is it
to
number
Coral,
two?
you'll
I don't
discover that
remember.
the
This
friendly
quest is definitely
Argonian
deserving
has
to be on
gone
this
missing.
list.
After talking with her mother, we learned that Dharma was traveling to a nearby village called Hackdirt, which is just a horrible name for a village. Well, I suppose we should look into it. After arriving at Hackdirt, it becomes pretty obvious that something is not right about this place. For one, everybody seems so grumpy all the time.
Let me give you some advice, stranger. Leave. Now.
The brethren are
You
supposed to look
ain't
deformed, but they
welcome
just look like
here.
they're on crack.
Also, this guy won't stop staring at me, and following me around for that matter.
Why was she traveling to Hackdirt? It's because she was selling supplies. They were buying stuff from her, so she would go there. But because they're stupid, they decided just to hold on to her as a sacrifice, as if no one's gonna go look for this merchant's daughter.
What do you want, man?
I got nothing to say to you, stranger.
All right, let's just get this over with. Moslin's Dry Goods. This must have been the place Dharma was heading to. Well, I don't see her here, but there is the shopkeeper.
I don't know any Dharma. If you're talking about that cursed Argonian swindler from Coral, I'd like to know where she is too.
I'm actually inclined to believe her, but I can't shake this weird feeling I'm getting from this place. We should probably stick around a little bit longer. After looking around some more, we learned that Dharma had been here, as we find her diary inside a bureau in the Hackdirt Inn. Although, it's kinda weird that she wouldn't take her diary with her when she left.
How would I know? Maybe she went crazy and run off into the woods. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got things to do.
This quest just keeps getting spookier and spookier. Well, it's getting late, so I suppose we might as well get some rest and ask around.
Nothing
some more
makes
in
a
the
game
morning.
spookier than
Wait, what's
everything
waking me
glitching
up?
out.
Oh my word, and a ceiling! Alright, something is definitely going on here.
The girl is in danger. Meet me tonight after dark in my house. I'll leave the door unlocked.
I knew it! Also, are you feeling okay? You look like you just ate something you're seriously allergic to.
You
Should I
look
call a
so
doctor?
bloated and
well,
puffed up.
fortunately, we were just in time to save Dharma before these villagers sacrificed her to their twisted gods. Now all we have to do is get her out of this village.
You seen my horse? I can't leave her here.
Are you kidding me? Forget the horse. Oh, wow, okay. The horse is right there. Another happy ending. Granted, those villagers are still out there, but there isn't a quest for that, so it's not my problem.
Oh, that's actually what I had as
I'm
number
gonna
one.
be
That's
honest
funny.
with you. This last one is
Wait,
only
no,
at
what is
number
this?
1 because I have to warn you about Dark Brotherhood spoilers ahead. So, be warned. It's still pretty spooky though, so don't worry about that. After discovering that your Dark
Oh, I know
Brotherhood
what this one
contracts
is.
had been switched by some unknown knave, Lucian LeChance sends us on the quest following a lead. After interrogating some poorly dressed elf, we find ourselves outside the Anvil Lighthouse. I always knew something was up with this place. I mean, just look at that light. And that house. It's not right, I tell you. Besides,
So
the guy living there is
stupid.
definitely
That's
a
such a
little whacked.
All
That's such a stupid joke.
right, that's it. You've gone and annoyed me now. Have at thee.
Now that we have the key we need, it's time to head into the lighthouse cellar. Holy moly, what happened here? This place is straight out of a nightmare. You've got to be a real monster to do this. What's through this door? Oh god, a dog! Oh my god. These candles are a serious fire hazard. I'm gonna have to report this to the town hall. Well, that's probably the worst of it. I suppose we should head back to Lucian LeChance and tell him what we discovered. Oh no. Lucian, why?
No, it can't be. Sorry, Speaker. I'm distracted.
Well, that was pretty spooky, but I'm curious, did you happen to experience
fire
any
hazard is the
particularly
worst
spooky
part.
moments while playing the game? If so, make sure to share it in the comments.
Just keep one hand on your hilt and both eyes on the crowd. There's something sinister lurking out there. I can feel it.
Also, if you're interested in watching my full playthrough of the Dark Brotherhood questline, make sure to check that out here. Or if you haven't seen it yet, I have a video on the 5 things that a...
Okay. Okay. What else do we got around here? Morrowind next? Which Morrowind? My 5 more best Oblivion quests. We can watch that one too. Oh yeah, let's watch the Two Worlds one. That one's good. That was one I...
Two Worlds is quite possibly the worst game I have ever played, which is really saying something because I've played some pretty bad games like, I don't know,
How about some videos we may have missed? That's a good idea. Yeah, maybe I'll show you some of the videos that that I really liked but didn't get a lot of attention.
Hobbit. But to be honest, I haven't played Two Worlds since it came out over 10 years ago. So it is possible that this game might not be as bad as I remember.
Here, actually, let's go watch something that a lot of you guys haven't seen first. And then we can watch that one, because I feel like a lot of you have already seen that. Random, but I noticed you changed the thumbnail for the recent Hobbit video. Was it because it looks suggestive? No, it should be. I changed it back. I did change it. No, it wasn't because it looked suggestive. It was because I was trying to see if I could get more clicks on it by changing it, which it didn't work. Twitch is a setup for his next video, 5 biggest pompous fools on Twitch, and it's us, 5 of us. What is that face? Wait, where? Okay. All right, let's watch some videos that haven't been seen a lot. You know what? This was one of the first videos. This was one of the first videos that started to do well. So actually, let's watch this, and then maybe I'll show you guys some of the videos that I've hidden.
Luke Skywalker is the most powerful Jedi, and I'm about to tell you why.
This video is so disappointing. It's so stupid.
first off, this doesn't include anything from the Legacy, so canon only.
Oh, canon
so
only.
movies-
So this was right after Disney had bought Star Wars, and I was like, oh, it's gonna, you know, I was bright-eyed, and I believed everything they were gonna do was gonna be great, and yeah, everything they did was not great. It sucked. It fucking sucked. They ruined everything.
The TV show and the
Do I
books and
like all of my
comics that came out
videos?
fairly
Absolutely
recently
not.
Since Disney has bought them out. This also means no Super Saiyan Luke Skywalker. For those of you
Why
that know
do I look like I just had a good experience in bed? It's because my hair just does whatever it wants.
what I'm talking about, this is when Luke Skywalker went into some kind of super chosen one mode and was an all-powerful being.
I'm guessing your video editing is self-taught if you didn't do that stuff in college, right? No, actually, I was taught. I interned at a local access TV station for 4 years, so I learned how to edit there. And then the problem is that adapting that style of editing to YouTube style of editing was it wasn't quite the same. So there was a lot of new things I had to learn about how to edit specifically for YouTube. You know, so there was new things to figure out.
We're not including that because that, once again, is part of Legacy. So why is Luke Skywalker the most powerful Jedi? Well, in order to answer that, let's take a look at Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Luke's first appearance is when he's entering Jabba's palace shortly after R2-D2 and C-3PO.
Oh my god.
And his first encounter...
So this one I did without a script at all. And that's what I did for the first few videos. That's what I do now. Is I don't have a script at all, but back then I was not good at it, and I was just like, so Luke Skywalker, he's you know, he's a good guy, and he was in Return of the Jedi, and this was a time when he was powerful. It's like, great, good job, me.
Is with some Gamorrean guards trying to block his way. Now he's able to pass through these guards by waving his hand at them, and suddenly they're backing off.
Fucking waving his hand? Fucking waving his hand. He got past the guards. He got past the guards because he waved his hand, and they were like, "Whoa, bitch, man, dude, that was crazy." Okay, sure, that's some great commentary right there. Do I still have the coat behind me? No, I got rid of it because I don't know why, because I'm dumb.
Clutching their throat, and then they fall to the ground. But wait a second. Clutching their throat? If there's anything
This is
we've
so
learned from Star
embarrassing.
Wars saga, it's that when somebody's clutching their throat, it's because they're being force choked. So Luke Skywalker is force choking these Gamorrean guards? He's using dark side powers? Well,
What
the
are the
answer to
spaceport
that is in the
vlogs?
6th
It's
season
literally
of the Star
me
Wars
just talking
Clone
to a
Wars
screen
TV show.
and ranting.
In episode 11, Qui-Gon Jinn...
Is the coat covering the window? It's covering the fucking mirror. Why didn't I just move the mirror? Just move the mirror. I don't need to cover it with the coat. Just am I stupid?
And comes to Yoda as an ominous voice and tells them that in his lifetime he's discovered a way to become one with the Force and a way for life after death. Due to his Jedi training, Yoda had actually become afraid of the dark side, which is kind of ironic. However, in order to balance himself with the Force...
That's so ironic, dude. That's kind of ironic. Hilarious. Was there something embarrassing you didn't want us to see? And yeah, there was some videos. There's some videos. Well, they weren't embarrassing. They were just so stupid.
He was going to have to learn to accept it as a part of him. Something he later...
Oh, you mean in the mirror, not in the videos? No. Well, I think the reason why I covered the mirror is because you could just see you could just see the rest of the room, which was probably messy, but you could also see the camera, and it just looked bad. I don't know. I should just move the mirror. I don't know why I didn't.
So what does this have to do with Luke Skywalker using dark side powers? Well, somehow Luke Skywalker has figured out how to balance the light side and the dark side as one. To put this into perspective, Luke has achieved something that took Yoda 900 years, plus some magical ghost people, along with some seriously grueling challenges to actually accomplish. Yet Luke somehow learned about...
Am I interested in Elder Scrolls lore? I used to be a lot more interested in it. I used to do a lot of reading up on it. I used to read up on Star Wars lore and Lord of the Rings lore and stuff like that. I don't really care that much anymore. I care more about the stories themselves, and if the stories are good, and if they feel like they're connected to the rest of the stories that they've made, which, you know, as is a big problem with Star Wars recently, where none of the stories have any connection to anything. Now you can just watch Avardian Camel Works for it. Yeah.
The Force naturally, without any training, something that no one else in the canon has
Do I know
ever
Camel
done
Works?
before.
I know of
now,
him. I don't know him
that there
personally.
are other Jedi in the canon who have used the dark side along with the light side.
I used to watch his
such as
videos.
Mace Windu.
I haven't seen him in a while though.
They're still using it as two separate entities, the light and the dark, as opposed to one force, such as
Oh my
Luke.
God.
Now, how I know that Luke
Okay,
is
we're
using
like,
this
oh,
as
we're almost
one
we're
force as
halfway
opposed
through
to two
this.
separate
Okay, we can
entities,
suffer through the rest of
well,
this.
let's take another look. If you notice when Luke uses
They
the
released a
ability, there's
fucking
no rage,
documentary
there's
on
no
a character
hate or
that's 2
fear,
lines.
which are common characteristics of a dark side user. There's one other thing we can take from this
Fudge
scene,
Muppet,
though.
yeah, I
Did
used
you
to
notice that
watch
when
some of
Luke
his videos.
used
I
the
like Camel
ability,
Works more,
he's
but
kind of
I
waved his
haven't seen
hands,
any of either of
unlike
them
a
in a
normal
long
dark
time.
side user who would really put emphasis into trying to choke the person. While it's unclear exactly why this is
I
so effortless
I
for
talk a
Luke,
lot about
there are
choking
two
in this video.
possible options.
I don't know if there was
Either
some
when a normal
I don't know if there was
dark side
some
user
like, you know,
uses force
deep
choke,
down
they
desires
put
going
so
on,
much
but
rage into it that
it's
they
a little
really
awkward.
emphasize what they're doing, or using the force had just become so effortless for Luke. Don't worry though, I'm not going to stay on this scene forever. Something that the prequels taught us is that it's not easy to become a Jedi. And even after all that training, many of them never become very skilled in using the force. However, Luke certainly made it look easy, didn't he?
Yes, he made it look so fucking easy.
I
I don't even know what I'm talking about right now.
Jedi Knight. I mean, Luke was able to start feeling through the Force practically
Oh,
right
how
after
he used the
Obi-Wan
Force.
told him
my whole premise here is that Luke was able to use the Force very easily, very quickly, and they completely destroyed that premise in the Force in the Force Awakens, the new Star Wars movies. Just like, oh yeah, you know how it was easy for him? Fuck you. It's this new person can use it like she was born with it. You talking about choker reminds me of iCarly using choke as every verb in Mad Libs. Do I know the spiffing Brit? I've heard of him, but I haven't seen any of his videos.
he could.
So I guess no.
Luke, use the Force. Wow. Now that you told me I can feel the Force, I can sense everything. Now before you say...
What the fuck was that? I think that was supposed to be like an example of how easily he could use the Force, but it just makes it sound like I'm making fun of it, which I probably was making fun of it, but fuck, that was terrible. Cosplay skills are great.
Luke isn't a Jedi, and
I wonder if the rumors of Brie Larson playing a character stronger than Luke and Vader are true. I doubt it, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if she was in one of the movies and she was a character with great strength. I feel like it'd be weird. I'm guessing that's false, and I'm guessing it's bullshit from people who hate not Captain America, fucking whatever her name is. You know that movie with the lady. What the heck? I can't believe I forgot what her name is. Shit. I have no idea. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
There are those of you out there thinking it. If you
Captain
watch the
Marvel.
movies,
Yeah, I knew it started with a
you notice
captain.
that Yoda said,
Yeah, I'm guessing it's just from people who are pissed off. There's so many ridiculous rumors that have come about Brie Larson, and pretty much all of them have been false so far, so... Do I like Iron Man? It's okay. That movie kind of sucked, to be honest. It was fine. I thought it was fine. I didn't hate it. I mean, it definitely wasn't as amazing as some other of their movies, but...
is that Luke will become a Jedi once he confronts Darth Vader at the Battle of Endor. Which he does, so therefore Luke is a Jedi. Now I have one last reason why Luke Skywalker is the best. And it's because he can compete with this guy. When George Lucas originally...
So this is, I think of all the arguments I made in this video, the one I'm about to make is the one that holds up the least. And is more often than not argued by people in the comments who I think are right, which is basically that Darth Vader wasn't trying to kill him. So.
thought of lightsaber combat. He wasn't expecting it to become what it turned into in the prequels. And if he had known that, this fight would have looked a lot more like this fight. So the fact that this whiny kid at the back end of Tatooine can compete with an extremely well-trained killing machine is certainly impressive. And with Darth
So
Vader's
impressive.
appearance in his new comic book, as well as other books
Oh my god,
and
I'm looking
comics that
forward
have
to
been
this
coming out recently,
video. How much time do we have
know
left
that
on
this
this?
Dark Lord
We're
of the
almost
Sith
over.
is no
I think
chump.
there's
So
definitely
the
some
next
nerds who
time
get way
someone
too
tries
emotional
to tell
about
you
strong
that Luke
female
Skywalker
characters.
is lame,
Yeah, you're not
lay
wrong.
down some knowledge on their force-filled behind.
People really didn't like Rey and really didn't like Captain Marvel. I think as a character, I really liked Rey. I think the movies, I think if Daisy Ridley had been in better movies, it would have been really good. I think the character herself is really good, but the story and everything around her really sucked.
Or refer to this video. Hi, I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit subscribe and the like button.
That's so fucking terrible. This is the worst Obi-Wan Kenobi impression you could do. Hi, I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes, it is me for sure. It's totally me. I don't know why you think it wouldn't be. Obi-Wan Cantina. Okay, so let's get the fuck out of this video. Oh, you know what? Yeah, so let's watch a video. Let's watch a video I guarantee you none of you have ever seen. Okay. You're gonna see behind the a look behind the curtain here. By the way, I actually made 2 college videos, and the second one is even worse. So yeah, you can't find that. But this was the third video I've ever made on this channel. We're about to watch it. And this video is so stupid. This video is fucking stupid. Okay, let's watch it. It's titled, I Was Padme for a Moment. Awesome. It's so exciting that I was the Star Wars character Padme. Okay, here we go.
I got to say one of my most favorite quotes from Star Wars Episode 3, and it was awesome. And no, it wasn't this one.
Something's happening. I'm not the Jedi I should be.
Did I die from sadness?
So before I get into it,
I feel like I died from sadness rewatching this video.
I gotta give you a little bit of background information.
I can't
When
watch
I was
this,
in
sorry.
High school, I got invited to go to Boys State, which I decided to go
Everybody's just saying I
needed a
hate
good
sand.
boost for my resume, and my SAT scores weren't that great. So what Boys State is it's this fake government kind of thing. A bunch of boys from all across the state get together in this campus area.
What Boy State is a bunch of boys. They get together and they're all boys. And there's a state and the boys are there and they get together, okay? I think we've covered it. We've covered what Boy State is. No questions anymore. No one will be confused now. No. I thought you were talking about boys, like Boys the place in Idaho. So what is Boy State? No, you don't need it. There's no questions. I answered what Boy State is. It's boys. They're there. They're all together.
You get put into a specific town that's kind of where you're basically living in your dorm building for a week, and that in that town you make some town decisions, and you also
you make fucking town decisions. They're decisions. They have to do with the town. A bunch of boys. They're all in the state. Town decisions. We're together. Boy States where you crack open a cold one with the boys. Are the boys living or are they vibing? I feel like we were vibing, to be honest. What is this, Kid Island? It's what it felt like. It felt like Kid Island. Females who are watching the stream.
become part of the mock government, and you get put into a party, either the fake Democratic or the fake Republican, and you know.
What's funny about this is I had no idea who was supposed to be the fake Democrat and the fake Republican because it had different names. I don't remember what the names were, but I went in it and I'm like, am I supposed to be Republican or Democrat? Because I don't know, but I feel like it's important information because I have to know whether or not I have to know whether or not I hate people or not. You know what I mean? I have to know whether or not I'm against things that should be normal. What's my opinion? I need to know. That paused
I don't really
face.
know which one was supposed to be which, and I don't think anybody knew. So everybody's just kind of making up what their views are supposed to be.
Oh yeah, I
Anyways,
cover it right then.
So
I have to know whether or not I'm racist. You know what I mean? What am I supposed to think? I don't know. When do you make politics videos? To be fair, this wasn't very political. Although I guess it is kind of political.
eventually you vote in for the Senate and the representative. I don't know. I don't pay attention to politics. And then you also have to vote in a governor. So I got voted into the Senate, and pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. So this is hilarious. So I I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I didn't include any of the funny things that happened that actually happened at this. So at Boy State, you had to vote in. Everybody had to vote in like who was going to be in the Senate. And every other town, what they did is they just kind of voted for who they thought would be the best for the Senate. But what our town did, we're like, our town, and we had a neighboring town that we were part of. And we all got together and we're like, okay, we're just going to vote for all of us. We're going to only vote for people in our town. So, and there was like 13 of us. So it ended up being that we had every single person except for one of our town got into the Senate. So we were like, we controlled the Senate like a third. A third of the people from in the Senate was all from our town. So we basically just dominated. Whatever we wanted to pass, we passed. Whatever we didn't want to pass, we didn't pass. We even got the guy from our town to be governor. It was fucking great. And that's why politics is rigged, people.
Everybody in my town did. We ran the Senate. We ran all the committees for the government. I ran one of them.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. We also put everybody from our town in charge of all the committees. So we were in charge of like all the minor legal problems that everything had to come up with. I was put in charge of I think it was like an agriculture committee. So yeah, so like literally every single one of us, we were just all in charge of everything. It was great.
I ran the animal.
The Stormcloaks are you trolled everyone. I know.
So one of our guys, he was running for governor. He was gonna win. We thought he was gonna win. He did not win. Some random guy won. I don't know.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. So our guy for governor didn't win. He was really close though. I don't think it was some random guy. I'm pretty sure it was the guy from the town over though. So they also had a pretty strong control over the Senate.
Came from, he won. It was the last at the end.
Rigged election.
I'm sitting there with my friends in my town area, and I'm listening to the governor accepting the bills. It's all kind of boring, pretty boring stuff. All our parents are in the bleachers behind us. He reads off this bill, and it's to change the democracy.
Wait, does this have anything to do with Padme? I know. No wonder why nobody wanted to watch this video, because they're like, what the fuck does this have anything to do with Star Wars?
To be honest, I would have voted it for sure. Higher. I don't know.
I think I actually skipped a bunch.
He reads off this bill. Boring, pretty boring. Listen to the governor accepting
the
bills. It's all kind of boring, pretty boring stuff. All our parents are in the bleachers behind us. He reads off this bill, and it's to change the democracy of our government to the Galactic Empire. I don't know where that came from. To be honest, I would have voted it for sure, because I love Star Wars. Star Wars is awesome.
Wait, you were a girl?
So I'm glad I made it through. But anyways, he said that he accepted it, and everybody went crazy. Just like in Star Wars Episode 3.
This is the worst. This is the worst explaining I've ever done in my life. So essentially what happened is somebody in the Senate, I don't remember who, but they came up with this bill to instead change the whole boy state thing from a democracy to, a dictatorship, essentially. Say it's the Galactic Empire and name the governor as the Emperor. It passed through the Senate, and then it passed through the representatives, and then all that had to be done was that the governor would approve of it, which he obviously did because it meant he got to be the emperor. And this happened when all of our parents were there watching it happen. So they went into this thinking like, oh, all of our kids here having a wonderful time pretending to be in the government. And then it turns out that we just fucking destroyed democracy and turned it into a communism. So like literally all the parents are like, oh my God, oh no. We're all boomers. We hate communism. It was great. It was hilarious.
And do you remember what Padme said? So this is how liberty dies. With thunderous applause.
That's so fucking embarrassing. So yeah, when it happened, I turned to the guy sitting next to me and I legitimately said that. I legitimately said, so this is how democracy dies. With thunderous applause. That has to be the worst Star Wars quote ever. It was pretty great, though. I felt pretty good about myself. F. Everybody's saying F in the chat now.
And that was one of the greatest moments of my life. Because I had waited for years.
Apparently, that was one of the greatest moments in my life, guys. That was the peak of my life. Is that moment? Fucking hell. Okay, sure, yeah.
To say that. And I finally got to. If you like this story, you want to see more of these random stories about my life, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments as well, and say if you got to say any cool quotes from Star Wars or from other movies like Lord of the Rings or Braveheart. You know,
why is there so much time left?
And if you haven't already, hit subscribe, because that way you can stay up to date.
Yeah, you can stay up to date. Is this literally just me? It's just me standing here at the end for 20 seconds. I don't even say anything. Don't say anything at all. I could have said anything like, "Yo, check this out. What's up?" Nope, just absolutely nothing. Not gonna say anything at all. Why would I bother? Smash that like button. Beat the crap out of the subscribe button. All right, so this guy's asking for the other college video, which is not available for people to see on my channel. It actually got more views. It has more views than this one, which is depressing, to be honest. I look like a Dota 2 character portrait. Why is my voice broken in the old video? It's because I had really horrible acid reflux. And that's why my voice was broken a lot all the time. And I had no idea. I had no idea at all until like a few years ago.
Hey guys, welcome to my...
Okay, so this is... Look how out of focus this is. This is so unbelievably out of focus, it makes me want to cry. It's terrible. So yeah, this is public versus private college. Should you go to a public college or a private college? I say neither. Let's watch this terrible video.
My channel, The Cantina. This is a follow-up episode from a previous episode I did on
Did
Friday.
you use your phone as a camera? Honestly, if I'd used my phone as a camera, it would have come out better. I had a really shitty camcorder. I look like I'm resisting the urge to derp. Let's watch this at 1.5 speed. That's a good idea. Honestly, if we watch this at 1.5 speed, it'll actually be me talking at a normal pace.
If you haven't seen that, I'd recommend go watching that first and then coming back to this. But if you don't feel like doing that, that's fine too. You don't really need to see that to understand what's going on here. In that episode, I mentioned private colleges a little bit, but I didn't really go too much into detail about it. So today, I want to talk to you guys about what I found about private colleges versus public colleges.
Even at 1.5 speed, this is this is unwatchable.
And whether you should be going to a public college or a private college. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that one is better.
Community college is fantastic if you need to transfer or not. With that said, let's skip the college vid. Yeah, I have to say, community college gets a really bad rap, but it's definitely way better. And there's a lot of things there you can get certificates instead. You know, so you don't necessarily need to go to a college. And there's a lot of things you can learn at community college that you can't actually learn at regular college, which I didn't know about. Not gonna lie, you speak very clearly. I stutter a lot. That's because usually I do stutter a lot. The reason is I decided, you know what? I'm gonna stop worrying about what I say, even if I have no idea what I'm saying at all. Just let it out. Just go. Just say it. It happens. If nobody understands what I'm saying, not my problem.
Than the other. However, it does seem like...
Pretty please go watch my other video. Your other video. Wait, which other video?
Public colleges kind of have the upper hand in a lot of ways. And the main one is something that I mentioned in that video is the cost. It costs a lot less to go to a public college. Private colleges was around 100.
I sound like I'm hyperventilating.
20,000. Public was around 35,000 for all 4 years. That's a major difference. That's
green shirt in both vids.
I haven't done math in a while. 80,000?
85,000.
I don't know
Now,
what
one
this
thing
shirt
I
is.
realized
I
that
can't
going
remember what
to
this
private
shirt
college
is.
means you're more likely to get jobs. So I did some research on this because I wanted to find out the credibility for the video.
What's funny about this video, and one of the reasons why I took it down, is there's a lot of these surveys, which is what I took from for this video. So basically, what they did to figure out if college was worth it at the time is they'd look at people from a similar age group, and then they'd compare how much people had made over their lifetime in that age group. So these people who didn't go to college, they made this amount of money, and these people who did go to college, they made X, this amount of money. And back then, when you compare, the problem is comparing all these people is they've been out of college for a while, and college used to be incredibly incredibly worthwhile. Like, going to college was something that only rich people did. Going to college was something very few people did. And so when you compare it like that, obviously you're going to end up with people who go to college made a lot more money because there wasn't as many people in college. Nowadays, everybody goes to college, so which it's like The Incredibles, where the guy says, if everybody is a superhero, then nobody is a superhero. And that's what's happened. Everybody has a college degree. No one gives a shit anymore. Is there any other videos that I've taken down? I had a lot of videos where it's like, hey, I'm going to be coming back and making videos. Make sure to check that out. So that's unlisted. What else is unlisted? The best year ever. What is the best year ever? With so many Star Wars Rebels, The Force Awakens, Knights of the Fallen Empire, and Star Wars Battlefront, this year has been and will be pretty amazing, so let's talk about those things. Wow. That's kind of sad looking back on, because all of those things turned out to be terrible. So there's some irony there. Yeah, that did not turn out to be the best year ever, that's for sure. The best year was 420 BC. Okay, so is there any other unlisted videos that you guys can't see? I unlisted that just because it's weird. I think that might be it for unlisted videos. I don't think there's anything else. Okay, so yeah, that should be it. So let's go watch some videos that people haven't seen.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to the Star Wars.
Hey Mason, is your shirt dark cyan or green? Because we can't tell. And right here, it's dark green. Yeah, the white balance is off a little bit. So that's why it looks a little weird. But yeah, it's dark green. I like the color dark green. I think it's pretty good. Woo. What are your favorite videos? Oh god, yeah, you've asked that before. What is the Hobbit's face? That's why it's the thumbnail, because what the fuck? What is my favorite video? That's a good question. Okay, so my favorite video of all time. I think I really like this video. This one didn't get a lot of views, but I really enjoyed that one. Dark green was your Among Us color. Let's see. This one I enjoy, but I hate the opening. I really wish I just cut out the opening in this. This one was really good. Of my Oblivion videos, I think the statue video is my favorite. That one is awesome. Okay. I don't know. There's so many videos that I've done that I don't remember, though. Ooh, whew. I like the idea of NPCs going to prison. You all have to respond with beans. Okay, this is my... Let's watch this video, because this is the video I hate the most. So let's watch this one. This is the one I regret making. So let's see...
Skyrim is an amazing...
Let's see. I haven't watched this one since it came up, and I do not remember at all. What's the dislike ratio? Hold on. What's the ratio on this? Whoops, that's not what I want. Why did it take me here? No. No! Why you do this to me? Okay. So the ratio is... Okay, we gotta go to lifetime first off. Okay, wait. Oh, since published is not option? This time range is not available? What? Why is it not available? How come since uploaded is available, but since published is not? Okay, sure. Engagement, they're not even gonna show me. Whatever, I don't give a shit. Actually, no, it probably shows it right here. No, it doesn't. There's no ratio anymore? Where's the ratio? I want to know the percentage. It's really bad.
Skyrim is an amazing
Okay, so let's watch this
game.
terrible
That is
ass
something
video.
that cannot be denied.
Oh, whoops. I forgot. It's in fast mode. In the fast lane. Let's go that normal. Put it in a calculator? Yeah, let's do that. How often do I watch YouTube in my spare time? Literally 24/7. I watch it all non-stop, essentially. Even when I'm working, I'll usually have it on. 2.3 divided by 8.4. Okay, so 27% of the people disliked this video. 27% of people disliked this video. That's insane.
Skyrim is an amazing game.
Why am I avoiding the
That is
beans? Because I already said
something
beans.
that cannot be denied. As a matter of fact, Skyrim is so amazing that it made the #1 spot on Game Informer's top 100 RPGs of all time. Why is that so amazing?
I forgot about that. This is why I made this video. Skyrim does not deserve to be #1 on the top 100 RPGs. I'm sorry, but Skyrim is a great game. And even if we're arguing about what's the best RPG, I'm okay with accepting that Skyrim could be an RPG. But the fucking #1? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? No, that's stupid. Does the dislike ratio influence the revenue / monetization? Absolutely not. As far as YouTube is concerned, a dislike is the same as a like. It doesn't matter. Wait a second. Final Fantasy VI is second. I thought people preferred 7. This is... What even is this?
So
I don't remember who
amazing
made this article.
That it made the #1 spot on Game Informer's...
Game Informer. God damn it, Game Informer. How could you betray me like this? How could you do me like this?
top 100 RPGs of all time. Why is that so amazing, you might ask? Because Skyrim is not an RPG.
I'm so forceful about it too. I'm like, Skyrim is not an RPG, okay? You look scandalous, you liars. I think people would have taken it better if I just kind of stated it like Skyrim's not an RPG. You know what I mean? Instead of being like Skyrim RPG.
To a few of you, the idea of Skyrim not being an RPG may be rather absurd.
When I found your channel, I thought you hated Skyrim very much. I think this video is probably a big part of the reason why people think I hate it so much. But I definitely did play into that a little bit. I definitely played into the fact that people thought I hate it. The #1 RPG of all time is Battletoads.
Absurd. You're probably already typing in the comments about how stupid I am. But before you do, why don't you pull up a chair and listen up? Because you will likely be in agreement with me by the time I'm finished. To kick this off, I'm going to start with the one characteristic that everybody seems to know when it comes to a role-playing game. And that is, of course, the role. Anytime I hear the Skyrim RPG argument, the #1 thing people will say is a role-playing game is a game where you have a role.
To this day, I still get annoyed when people say this, because that's not really what a role-playing game is. Because it's like, every game you have a role, idiot. Are you fucking stupid? Even Minecraft, you have a role. You're a Minecrafter. I don't know what you want from me. The thing is, you say Skyrim bad, a lot of people will simply be offended. That's the reason why I said Skyrim is bad, because I knew there was people who would just get offended without even thinking at all. Call of Duty is an RPG. Yeah, I believe I actually made that.
To be honest,
I believe I
with you,
stated that in this video.
That is the dumbest description of a role-playing game I've ever heard. But I will humor you for a moment. Let's say that is the definition of an RPG. In this scenario, Skyrim would still not be a role-playing game, because Skyrim is specifically designed for you to have no role.
I forgot I made that argument. That's a good point.
At any moment. You aren't restricted.
Although it's easily debated by the fact that you're supposed to be the Dragonborn. That's your role. But they definitely took the role out of role-playing in this game. Do I use a different account for casual viewing? No, I use the same account. I can't be bothered to use a different account.
To any class or any role in particular. But even if you did decide to limit yourself to being just a thief or just a mage, Skyrim wouldn't care. Because you can still complete...
What I find particularly interesting is that there's a lot of people who, for whatever reason, they seem to base the idea that on their enjoyment They seem to base the idea of them being able to enjoy this game off the idea that it is an RPG. They're like, oh, if Skyrim wasn't an RPG, I wouldn't be able to enjoy it. It's like, but then you tell, oh, well, it's not. And they're like, no, it is an RPG. Otherwise, I wouldn't like it. It's like, what? What are you talking about? I'm sure you play other games that are not RPGs that you enjoy. All because it's not doesn't mean you can't like it.
The Thieves Guild and become the guild master without ever being good at thievery. Even if
all
you
games
fail
are
the
RPGs because you
test,
play them
they still want
checkmate
you to
like
join
nice.
up.
Even though you fouled up the job, I still think you've got the spark I'm looking for.
But
They
in an
think Five Nights at
RPG,
Freddy's
that
is an
doesn't
RPG.
happen. Your skill matters to the game, and if you want to be in the Thieves Guild, you have to put some effort into being a thief. And that's what's important in an RPG. It's not just about saying you are something, it's about that something
Oh, Friday
having
Night
an
Funkin'?
effect
Wait, what?
on the game.
Wait, what is Friday Night Funkin'?
The next big element of an RPG is the story. Now, if you aren't aware, most games have a story. I know, it's a shock. But what makes an RPG unique is how the
There are
story...
so many people who got pissed off that I said, wait, what's hilarious? There's so many people who are like, no, Skyrim is an RPG, and how dare you say that The Witcher is an RPG? How dare you say that The Witcher's an RPG when Skyrim's not? Like, what? There's so many people who think that The Witcher cannot be an RPG because you only play as one character, because you don't create your character. It's like, dude, what are you fucking talking about?
is utilized. In a role-playing game, the story responds to you and your choices to make it feel uniquely your own. A pretty good example of this is the Oblivion quest Siren's Deception. A group of women have been tricking men into visiting their secluded cabin, and then when one of the men shows up, the women steal that man's valuables. If you're a male when you start the quest, the women will try and trick you as well. However, if you are a female, they will try to convince you
Oh,
to
by the way, this is the blueberry ice cream man, but turned into a girl, by the way. This is what he looks like as a woman. No joke. I went into show race menu and I just changed him into a girl. So that's him.
female, they will try
It's
to
a trap.
convince you to join their gang. No matter what gender you choose, the end result is always the same, but the journey was different. And that is what makes story unique.
Does the sound of
in
an echo, or is it
RPG.
just you?
Your choices matter, whether it's
It's
the
probably
choices
too loud.
made during conversation
I'm not
or
using
your choices
headphones, that's
made
probably
when
why.
creating your character. Meaning everyone has an experience that is tailored to them. In Skyrim, however, the story always feels the same. There are moments in Skyrim where this isn't fully true, however, which is important to note, such as deciding between the Imperials or the
Rule
Stormcloaks.
63
However,
Blueberry
these
Man.
choices are very far and few between. Now, it is important to note that Oblivion doesn't do this very well either. The last big thing
Yeah, no, it would be the video itself because I'm listening through it. I didn't want to use headphones because they throw me through a loop, but I might have to. Whoops, what the fuck did I just do? Okay. Oh, it's not
The
going.
last
There we go.
big thing I want to talk about is progression, which, to be fair, is something Skyrim has. You level up, you put points into stats, and you get sweet loot. So you're probably thinking, you got me on this one. That old cantina here has tripped up, and it turns out Skyrim is an
No, I'm pretty sure
RPG
it's an issue on
after
my
all.
end.
Well,
I
Battlefield
thought about
also
using
has a progression
headphones, but
system.
then I decided
Does that mean
not to.
Battlefield is an RPG?
Partially because they're
no,
half
of course
dead.
not. That's stupid. Progression on its own does not make an RPG. And if you've been following along, then you probably already know where I'm about to go with this. In an RPG, if you're getting more powerful in one skill, then that means you aren't improving in another skill. You can only be so good at something. So do you put all your effort into one particular
Petition to get
skill and
Bethesda to
become a
put
master
Blueberry
of that
Ice
one
Cream Man
thing,
in
or do you
TS6?
spread it
I
around
doubt
and become
I doubt
just
they would
decent
listen.
at everything? It's all about making choices that affect who you are and who you aren't. Now,
This
when
is a part where a
Skyrim
lot
wa-
of people get tripped up on, because they don't understand. They get confused about the whole choices thing. I see a lot of people saying, "Well, that would mean that Final Fantasy is not an RPG," and it's like, well, there's a reason why they call it a JRPG. Like, there's a big difference, and you would not call Skyrim a JRPG at all. So, it's so bizarre. Like, where people come from on different frames of mind. It drives me crazy, but yeah, JRPGs and the Western RPG are totally different things. So no, I wouldn't put them in the same category at all.
It did still hold on to this idea of progression. There were far fewer restrictions than in the past, but your choices did affect you moving forward. However, when Bethesda decided to update Skyrim so that you could continue to level up and eventually...
So this guy asks, what even is the proper definition of an RPG? And that's part of the problem that we get into, is that these genres don't really none of the genres ever really have a definition, because it's not something that was ever really needed to be defined or specifically decided on. But the thing is RPGs stem from, the Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder pen and paper RPGs that, still are played today. So, if you compare it to that and say, okay, well, an RPG is a game that's based off of this, that's something where your choice is very important. You're able to make decisions on how you want to play, on what you want to do. You can kind of do whatever you want. And that's what makes RPGs so unique compared to like other board games at the time, is the level of options you had there, as well as the options that your enemies had to respond to you. And that's what specifically made RPGs interesting, is that enemies could respond in different ways to your choices. And that's, I think, usually people go off when they decide what define an RPG. It's a game where you can make choices, but those choices, also have consequences. So, in Skyrim, there are times we make choices that have consequences, but for the most part, no matter what you do, it doesn't really matter. And that's part of the problem is that's really hard to translate into a video game. But, if we're gonna get, real technical about it, then, you take something, you say, well, this is not like D&D, well, then it's not an RPG, essentially.
Eventually unlock everything and no longer retain that RPG-like progression. So does that mean that when Skyrim launched, it was an RPG? No. A game is an RPG when you take all of these elements and combine them. That is why Battlefield is not an RPG, and why Skyrim is not an RPG. These games borrow elements from RPGs, however, they are not role-playing games themselves. It'd be like having a handle and calling it a sword. You may have one part needed to make a sword, but that doesn't mean
some
you
of these
have
metaphors
a sword,
are really
and
stupid.
it is the exact same with RPGs.
Other features.
You may have one part needed to make a
fuck.
sword, but that doesn't mean four elements that are required.
Where was that? Where did that go? Wait, shit, where were we? No, I screwed it up. No.
Because someone might see a feature such as leveling and think, oh, because it has leveling, it's an RPG. But it's not leveling or dice rolls or turn-based combat that define the genre.
Okay, whatever.
At
I'm
its
just going
core,
from here.
an RPG
They
is all
fucking
about
said other
choices
features
that
is one of the
matter, not just
one of the
whether
things.
you're a thief or a
Do
warrior,
I still hate
but
bullet
how you
sponges?
affect
Yes,
this
bullet sponges
world.
are the
And the world has
worst
to
possible
respond to
way
that as well.
of
In
trying to make
Skyrim,
a video
you can
game
make
difficult. And if
decisions.
you
can
do that,
choose
you
to be
suck.
a grumpy old blacksmith.
You need
but
to
the
be more
world doesn't
creative.
care, because that choice only exists in your head. And in the end,
Cantina, I have a question for you. I have 304 hours in Oblivion. Do I has more than you? No, not at all. Probably you don't even have more than me on my Steam account right here, which I have way more. I've played, I played Oblivion on my PC before I had Steam, so I have a ton of hours. I don't know how much is on this account, though.
after you've defeated Alduin and saved the world, the world still treats you the same way as when you walked out of Helgen. So what does that mean for Skyrim? Is it in fact a horrible game because it isn't an RPG? Am I trying to ruin Skyrim for everybody? No, that's stupid. Skyrim is still the same fantastic game it's always been, and no random video on the internet can change that. All I wanted to do here was remind people what an RPG actually is, because we're currently in a world where it seems the majority of game developers have forgotten that. And as a massive fan of RPGs, I think that's important. So if you ever hear anyone say that Skyrim is an RPG, just give them a good slap. Actually, you know what? Don't do that, because that's not really legal. Instead, just tell them to check out this video, so that way
No,
they can
don't
be
tell them to
enlightened.
check out this
also,
video. This
while
video
you're at
sucks.
It, why don't you watch this other video?
Also,
on
there's
the 5
nothing
things
here. It's a
Oblivion
blank
did better than
screen.
Skyrim, because my ultimate goal is
Oh
to
shit,
prove
there's
that
something.
Skyrim is the worst, and everybody should hate it.
How long is this end screen? Wait, there was...
Skyrim is...
Oh shit, whoops, I didn't mean to click on myself. This is supposed to be for 20 seconds, but it only showed up at like the last 3 seconds. So yeah, that's the RPG video. I absolutely hate that video just because it's unnecessary. I honestly don't really care that much, and there's so many people who just get pissed off for no reason. Yeah, all the comments at the top are comments making jokes. Just an unnecessary video didn't exist. Would you like to join the Thieves Guild? Yes, I know, I saw that comment. What the fuck? Sort comments by newest first? Oh, that's a good idea.
Skyrim
Whoops.
has a lot...
That's the wrong video. Where the heck did it go? Wait, where did this video go? When did I make it? I made it down here. Oh, wait. Oh, that's because it's in the different order. That's why I'm confused. Okay, it's somewhere around here. No, not past that. There we are. Okay.
Skyrim.
Let's see what these comments are. Sort by newest. You started this video with the nonsense that Skyrim is undeniably amazing, and a fifth of the voters still downvoted. The lie never dies. Most games nowadays, they're called RPGs, wouldn't be considered real RPGs. Skyrim is an RPG, just not a very good one. All of your arguments are moot. If it's not a very good... Well, what he's trying to say is it's not very good at being an RPG. Then that's not an RPG. I know, there's a lot of random fucking videos on the side here. What videos are my watching, Cantina? I've been watching Sea Dog VA a lot lately. That's what I've been watching. So it's got so much random shit. But this is not about Sea Dog VA, okay? This is about me and myself. Some of these comments I'm so confused by. I don't even know what to say. This honestly, this comment section is a shit show. It's just an absolute disaster. Do I like chess? Nah, not really. It's okay. It's kind of boring, to be honest. It's kind of a boring game. Bruh, are you a weeb? No, I watch a lot of, I watch weeb YouTubers, but I don't watch anime. YouTube being a disaster, who would have guessed? Okay, so we watched my most hated video. Play the Redguard game video. You want to watch that one? That one's a good video. I like that one. Where the heck is it? Oh shit, I forgot it's sort of newest first now. Here we go. Do the worst RPG ever. Okay, we'll watch this one and then we'll do the worst RPG video after that.
I am a big fan of the Elder Scrolls games. I've played practically all of them. Arena, Daggerfall, the MMO. even the one with the pretend pieces of cardboard. Yet there is one game in the series I have never actually played, but always wanted to, and that
Can I add a
game
grape
is
emote,
Elder
please?
Scrolls Redguard.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
just look at it. It looks so cool.
I should probably
Now, this
find out
game
what
is a bit of a
what's that supposed to be a
departure from the
reference to,
series,
though.
since there is no first-person view and doesn't feature any RPG elements, instead focusing on action and adventure. And quite frankly, that has me pretty intrigued. Not to mention, this game was made by Todd Howard himself. You know.
This game is a genuinely really good game, but it's bogged down by design features. Well, not necessarily design features, but I know I've mentioned this in the past, but the problem with Redguard is it was built on a game engine that was not designed. It wasn't even designed to do 3D. It was a game engine designed for 2D. So it's like already you have a major problem here.
The mind behind Oblivion and Skyrim. So this has
Why
to be
those
good.
so zoomed
so how
in?
about today we find out why Elder Scrolls Redguard is the most disappointing Elder Scrolls game?
This was similar to with the Dark Messiah video that I did where I with the Dark Messiah video I said it's the most confusing game, and once again, like that situation, I felt like everything had to be the most, it had to be extreme, and I could not think of anything extreme about Redguard, so I was just like, it's the most disappointing, I guess, which was kind of true, but also I wasn't really that disappointed because I knew I was going to be getting into something garbage.
Ever made. The game begins by introducing us to the protagonist, a man named Cyrus, who has just discovered that his sister has gone missing. And apparently this is of great concern to Cyrus, despite the fact that he hasn't seen her in 10 years, and he killed her husband. But you know how
Why
it
does
is,
he not wear
family
armor? 'Cause
first
he's a
and all
pirate,
that.
man.
Your sister
He's a
goes
cool-ass
missing, you
pirate
gotta
wearing
find
pirate
her.
gear.
Oh wow, haven't even started the game and they're dropping us in on the action. Okay, so it appears I can't do anything? Oh, well, I can put my sword away. Great. Oh, okay, here we go.
I wish I had included the audio for this. I do that now where I always have the game audio playing, even if it's just a little bit quieter. I always have it so you can hear it. The cut button. What are you talking about? Anyway, but I always have it so you can at least hear it. But back when I was doing this video, I didn't. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the cut button being the sword cutting. Yeah, so I forgot about that. But anyway, so the audio with these guys, they're like, "Oh yeah, come on, get some, yeah, come on." It's like it's so hilarious. I wish or maybe I did do it actually.
Arrow keys to move. I
Maybe I
suppose
did.
that one is kind of obvious.
Am I
but
talking
I
too
still
soon?
don't know how to attack. Oh, okay, that's how you attack. The cut button on the number pad. Cut. You know, like with this.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck the cut button was supposed to be, because I don't have one. But when I went into the game menu, I was like, okay, how do I attack? And it said cut, and I'm like, the what? The what button? What are you talking about? That's like when you start up a computer and it's like press the NE key.
The sword. The cut button. All right, let's just fix this, switch that around, and there. Perfect. All right, you damn pirates, I'm ready to dance.
You're too damn very well, but Allah.
After defeating the knaves, we reach the city of Stros Mackay, which is where the entire story of Redguard takes place.
I don't know what happened with the audio in this, because the audio is so unbelievably compressed that it sounds so bad. I think it's worse in Battlespire, but it's so bad in this game. It's like, dude,
I
what the
expected this
fuck you
place to be
saying?
pretty linear, but it's actually totally open for you to explore, which in this case isn't necessarily a good thing since traveling around the island takes a lot of time, especially since there is no effective fast travel.
What did I put back as comma, please explain? I literally just, I only did that as a joke. That wasn't actually what my controls were. I just set it all to like the most ridiculous, worst possible controls you could imagine.
I say effective because there is actually a fast travel option, but
I don't understand what the fuck was up to this. They made a fast travel option, but they're like, oh, rather than just be magical, you just magically teleport. How about instead you turn into a fucking bird? Okay,
effective
sure.
because there is actually a fast travel option, but I couldn't figure out how to use it.
You there? A word, if you please.
Huh. I wonder what this guy wants.
It's weird that Bethesda teased The Elder Scrolls 6 like 3 years ago, and we have zero new news now. So what's interesting about that is it's very similar to what happened with Cyberpunk, where they teased Cyberpunk back in like 2011. And then we didn't hear anything about it for like 5 or 6 years. And then it came out and it was terrible. So, yeah, that has me really nervous, to be honest.
How do I talk to him?
Get your ass off of there!
Oh my god, sorry, sir. I was just trying to talk to you.
What can I do for you, friend?
A simple task. Pick up an amulet from the Gasta and deliver it to the governor's palace.
Sounds easy enough. I'll do it. Wait, what am I doing again? So apparently our mission is to head to the local wizard's tower to meet a guy named Nagasta. The only problem is this guy doesn't really tell you how to get there. Isle of Nagasta that way. Okay. Wait, what? I thought this guy lived on a tower. Now he's on an island? This better not be a trick. Yeah, this looks like a trick. I mean, this looks more like the end of the game than the first mission.
I remember seeing this and being like, there's no way this is the first mission. There's no way. What the fuck? You telling me I'm supposed to go across this skeleton boat of the river Styx into the underworld for the first mission?
The talking type. Perhaps I should offer him a fare.
What is this, the river Styx? I didn't realize I had to travel to the land of the dead just to get some stupid amulet.
Cantina-ception.
Huh. We actually went to the land of the dead. I thought I was making a joke, but the joke was on me.
Wait, what am I doing? This was the time the ADHD was hitting Cantina.
Look, man, do you think you could pick up the pace just a little bit? Look, I'm on a...
I don't know why this cutscene was so long. It was... And I actually cut it down, too. It's even longer. It's like, bro, fuck, what are you doing?
Tight schedule.
Cyrus, this one is Nagasta, the necromancer of Strosmakai.
Hey, man, you feeling okay? Your voice, it's a little raspy. You need like a Snickers or something?
This one delivers you the amulet. It will be delivered.
Look, man, I'll take the amulet, but I really think you should have a Snickers. I mean, you know what they say, you're not yourself when you're hungry. All right, we have the amulet now to bring it to the governor.
Very well. Your job is done.
Hold on, Governor. I have a few questions to ask you first, about a woman named Azara.
Whoa, dude, I thought we were just here to deliver the amulet.
This isn't an audience. It's an interrogation.
Look, I don't think
I love this. I don't understand. This guy goes into this guy's this guy's palace and he's like, "Yo, bro, I'm interrogating you. I mean, sure, I got me surrounded with tons of guards, and you're up there and I'm down here and you could easily kill me, but this is an interrogation. And if you don't tell me where my sister is, then I'm going to have to leave cuz I don't have a choice, do I?"
In a position to be interrogated.
Am I watching my best videos? I'm watching my videos. Some of them are terrible. Some of them are good. This one I really enjoy. This one I like. This is one of my best videos, I would have to agree with.
What did I tell you? So after our interrogation, we unsurprisingly find ourselves down in the dungeons. But it's not a big deal because the bad guys conveniently left us a rope so we can escape.
I forgot
and
about
they
that.
say chivalry is dead. You can't stop me now, guard. I'm out of here. Oh, just give me a second. Free at last. I mean, if we hadn't attacked the governor for no reason, we wouldn't have been in that situation in the first place, but whatever. Now, by this point, you probably have noticed that this game is a little rough around the edges. And I don't just mean graphically, but in how it runs. Overall, it's pretty slow. And even when the game is running like it's supposed to be, you still move at a snail's pace.
Yeah, the
And in
running
an
is
open
what
world
the
such
running
as
is what
this,
made this
that can
game
be
unbearable
pretty
to play.
maddening. And speaking of movement,
And I'm pretty
Cyrus
sure it's
controls
not
like a
supposed to
bus,
be that way,
which
but
isn't that big of
I've
a
never been able to
problem
find any
until we get
proof
to the
otherwise.
platforming. Yes,
So I don't really
there is
know.
platforming in this game. A lot of it. And by God, does it suck. Such as this level with a giant mechanical
Oh my
wheel.
fucking god. This level literally drove me insane. This level was so glitchy and terrible, I just wanted to die.
Just getting onto this thing is hard enough, since accurately lining up your jumps are pretty difficult. And even when they are lined up, sometimes he'll just run off for no reason. But even when he isn't randomly flying off the edge, Cyrus would get stuck inside the beetle itself, and you just had to pray that he would pop out.
It was such a nightmare when you're almost done with it, and then you get stuck inside the beetle and then drop to the bottom, and everything would be reset. It was
Usually
like,
happens.
fuck!
Eventually.
Come on.
And it's really too bad, because this could have been really cool. I mean, the whole game has a very Prince of Persia vibe to it, and I love the Prince of Persia series. Those games were amazing. I mean, even the combat in this game is reminiscent of the original 2D Prince of Persia games, and quite frankly, I find it really interesting
it was definitely
and really enjoyable.
But the
It was
problem
definitely
is,
based
it
off of
doesn't
Prince of
always
Persia,
work.
easily.
Half the time, the game doesn't actually register when you're hitting your target. And occasionally, you'll just stop registering your actions at all, so you'll be standing there like
I think the combat in this game, even though it doesn't always work properly, but when it does work properly, it's easily the best combat in any Elder Scrolls game because it's really simple to use, but it feels really good. Like it makes you feel cool, like you're actually doing something. And that's what you want in a game, is something that isn't overly complicated, but still makes people feel like they're powerful and they're cool when doing it. Which, now I sound like Todd Howard saying that, but of all the things that Todd Howard has exceeded in doing, this is the best. I like how gentlemanly it is comparing to the rest of the Elder Scrolls.
an idiot while the enemy just kills you. Delightful.
Wake up, sucker. We're thieves and we're bad guys.
Thanks,
There are
Lord,
some who can't admit a demise,
Appenbug
who in the
Berg
face of
for
defeat
subscribing.
create
That's
theories
awesome.
of retaliation. But the secret of
thieves
theory
and we're
is
bad
that
guys.
truth doesn't exist. Is our disappeared appropriately.
Seems like they're overly ambitious. It could have actually been a cool game if given a more budget and time. Yeah, that's probably the biggest. That's probably what happened. And Todd Howard's always been really ambitious when it comes to stuff. This was the clear sign from the beginning. Definitely of this game and Battlespire, this is easily way better than Battlespire. So I don't blame them for sticking with Todd Howard and moving him up the ladder, because I think he's clearly a good choice for leadership. It's just there's some problems that don't always work out with that way.
Into the very same void.
What is this place, Reddit?
He can't help us, Basil. It's my turn now. You like that, don't you? Cutting it?
Yeah,
cutting it up, cutting it.
I'm looking for a young woman named Azara.
Your sister came here with the soul gem. She was frantic and insisted on speaking to one of the upper cabal.
Silence!
Back off, Sparkly. I was just leaving.
You're not leaving until I'm sure you'll never speak a word of what you've learned. And I have a perfect and most satisfying means of ensuring your discretion.
What? Did this guy really just transform me into a tiny animal? Now what the hell am I supposed to do?
I literally had
Maybe I
absolutely
can talk
no
to this
idea what
guy
I was
and get his
supposed to
help.
do.
I don't know what you're saying.
Huh.
I think I had to look it up.
Expected that.
I believe I had to look it up to figure out
no
what you're
idea
supposed
what
to do,
I'm supposed
because
to
you
do.
had no idea.
Oh, okay.
That
Clearly,
animal's
I should
sick,
have
though.
known.
I know.
So apparently, what you're supposed
What's up
to
with
do
those
is
butt
find the
cheeks,
city
man,
jail,
bro?
and then jump into this tiny hole in the side of the wall, and then from there you need to locate the imprisoned mage Jodo, and then you need to enter the correct sequence of dialogue options, so that way you say, "Change me back," and then he'll turn you back. How the hell was I supposed to know that? All right, I think I've got this right.
Me. Yellow. This means nothing to Johto.
Ah, damn it. There.
This
Finally,
means
we're
nothing
back
to
to our
Johto.
normal selves. What a
Fucking-
nightmare.
And he says that every single time you get it wrong. Johto does not understand you. This means nothing to Johto. Like, thanks, I get it. Okay, just fucking. What's amazing is how patient Johto is too. Like he wait the entire time while you try and talk to him. He's like, I got nothing better to do. Old games just never tell you what to do. It's so hilarious. Fucking drives me nuts.
Talk too much, cat.
Ah, Jodo, no! All right, you dirty dark elf assassin, you're going down
He's
for
in a
good.
jail cell. I know.
Just kidding. I don't need to fight you. It's okay. You know, this would be much easier if the camera wasn't constantly clipping into the wall. Yes, we're out of that prison and back to our normal selves. Now it's time to save our sister, who apparently actually had her soul stolen by the Daedric Prince Clevicus Vile. Now, personally, I would just abandon my quest there, but I guess Cyrus isn't the quitting type, or he's just really stupid. All right, here we go to the terrible and scary
Oh my
realm
God.
of Clavicus Vile. Huh, not what I expected.
This has got to be the absolute worst voice acting for a Daedric prince ever. It's so terrible. Why did they make him sound like this?
Is that really your voice? I don't mean to...
By the way, that's Barbas the dog right here. Barbas. Let me show. Wait. There you go. Barbas the dog. Back in the flesh.
To be rude, but it's horrible.
And now that I have your complete attention, you're ready for your test. Two guardians.
This may be, I don't know, maybe this is embarrassing to say, but this test took me a really long time to figure out the riddle. I was so confused. I was like, wait, what? Wait, what?
One always lies.
one always tells the truth. You can ask one of them just one question. The game begins.
I don't even remember what. I don't remember how to solve this either. I don't remember what you're supposed to do.
I just choose, maybe this one?
Which door would Vile say is correct?
He wouldn't choose.
Right. That doesn't seem very helpful. Finally, we have our sister Soul back. Now we just need to resurrect the dead king and... Wait, what? Resurrect the dead king? Look, I don't think that's a good idea. Also, I guess I don't have a say in the matter, do I? Alright, here we go.
It didn't work.
That's probably for the best, man. Oh my god, it's a dragon! Look, I'm not cut out for this. I mean, I thought the Dark Assassin
this dragon was
tough.
so
There's
easy.
no way I could stand up to a dragon.
You are crafty.
Oh, turns out he's the easiest enemy in the game.
It was
I'm
so,
not joking.
It was
As long as you
unbelievable how
stand
easy this
underneath him,
dragon was.
He cannot
Paper
hit you
airplane
at
dragon.
all.
And he says that literally every single time you hit him. He's like, "You are a crafty. You are a crafty one. You are a crafty." It's like, fucking shut up, dragon. I get it. Okay, just die now. I was so stressed out for this too. I was like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be so hard. I have to fight a dragon. That's gonna be impossible." No, apparently not.
But you are no match.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that, dragon. Oh man, we're finally at the end. All I have to do now is kill the governor and our mission will be
Please enjoy these bits, Blueberry Man. Love your streams and content. Thanks, Mode 101. I appreciate the bits. I will enjoy them.
complete.
How remarkable. I know a swordsman like you, Redguard. Can't kill an unarmed man. I have failed my emperor, and may regret surviving to face his displeasure, but... You die now.
What I don't understand, he throws that sword. How come this sword doesn't pierce through the fucking balloon here?
Well, looks like everything we did was for nothing, and the bad guys won in the end.
He has so much
I suppose
chin.
that's life, after all. Just kidding, the governor dies, and Cyrus and his sister become the king and queen.
What I didn't do, I left out the part. The governor dies because the sword comes to life and kills him himself. Like, let's see if we can see this. Okay,
Guys
so
won in the end. I suppose that's life, after all.
Alright.
Just kidding.
Yeah, so this sword just gets up on its own and is like, actually, I'll do the job, and just fucking stabs him.
The governor dies and...
And what's funny is this guy over here, even though he just, like, killed a guy in jail for no reason, he's like, oh shit, I guess I'll let this guy live now.
Cyrus and his sister become the king and queen of Stros Makai. Hooray! I have to be honest, this game did not live up to my expectations. I think I need to play something else. How about Prince of Persia Sands of Time?
Well,
now that's a great game. And the platforming, oh, perfect.
Sweet home Alabama.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh my god. Okay. Woo. Oh. Alright, what do you guys want to see now? What else? What other cool videos have I done? What's can I sort it by least viewed? No. Oh wait, no, if I sort it by most popular, what video has got the least amount of views? Oh, these spaceport vlogs are at the fucking bottom. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Here, I'll show you one of these. I'll show you one of these vlogs, so that way you know what the hell this crap is supposed to be. What's a good one? Here, let's watch this one. This one's short.
Today I'm going to tell you about a new Matrix movie that might be in the works, and then I'm going to talk to you about Luke's first words to Rey. Also, there is no video camera on my face this time, and that's probably going to stay that way because it's just
Wait, no,
easier.
this one's stupid. There's no video camera. This one's so much worse than all the other ones. Okay. Let's how about this one where I rant? We have received some new and exciting information that I'm about to relay to you about Star Wars: The Last Jedi, which is Episode 8. Oh, I was so hopeful. I was so excited back then.
Fucking prequel
I
to
believed
A New
things
Hope,
would work
so
out.
Don't ask, okay? Where was I? Oh yeah, so The Last Jedi. You probably have already heard this information. and it's
You
that
liked
The
it, it
Last
has to be
Jedi is
good.
plural. I intended to make this video a week ago, and I was gonna say The Last Jedi is Luke Skywalker.
Just go and watch The Force Awakens. Right at the freaking beginning, you see the title crawl. It says The Last Jedi.
This video is so
So for all you people,
the death of optimism started here. I want to know, what microphone am I using? Oh, I'm using this lav mic. No wonder why it's so
out there who
terrible.
are being like, who's the Last Jedi? It could be Luke. It could be Rey. It could be somebody else. Luke is he's the Last Jedi.
I'm like, okay, guys, look, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay, all right? I know it's called The Last Jedi, all right, guys? I get it. I understand. But Luke is the Last Jedi, and there's gonna be more Jedi. Everything's gonna be great. Everything's gonna be wonderful. Nice shirt. Yeah, what the fuck? Why do I always wear this shirt? This shirt's in every one of my old videos. Anytime I make an appearance. Did I like The Last Jedi? I thought it was fine. I thought it was okay. It's The Last Jedi because we're nuking the universe.
She'll be back, but I think she should be dead before Star Wars Rebels is over, and then Ezra should be dead, and then it should just be Kanan, and he's finally, at the very end, he's finally become that Jedi Master.
Oh, and now I'm talking about what my predictions for Star Wars Rebels, which none of those came true.
Actually, I think that's pretty much it. I think.
Wait, what's pretty much
else
it?
Besides that, is watch the previous video I did on The Force Awakens. Anyway, so
This
who else
aged
could
like
make an
milk.
appearance in The Last Jedi aside from Luke, Rey, and Kanan?
Oh my god, this is so fucking boring. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna talk about The Last Jedi. Yeah, so like, The Last Jedi, he's the last one. And that's fine. It's okay. It's fuck. Why did I ever think anyone would want to watch this
there's
garbage?
Quinlan Voss. Actually, he might be dead. I don't really know.
I'm talking about who might be dead. They're all dead. As far as Disney is concerned, everybody's dead. They don't give a shit. Everybody died. Even the people who are alive, they're dead.
So I wouldn't put it past Disney to be like, Rey somehow figured out everything about the Force for no reason. And
well, that aged pretty well, to be fair. That right there, that was an accurate prediction.
she also immediately knew all the knowledge of the Jedi and rebuilt the temple. That sounds like something that Disney would do, because they basically did that in The Force Awakens, where they're like, hey.
You can see you can see the hope is already starting to die in my eyes. I'm like, it's fine, guys. It's okay. It's still gonna be good. Trust me.
Rey can do some really advanced Force techniques right off the bat, even though she never had any ability to...
I'm like so depressed. I'm so fucking depressed already about Star Wars.
You gotta sell me on this, okay? So I'm gonna...
Sell you on what?
Well, technically, I did purchase it. And honestly, you need to make me buy it, because right now I'm not. I mean,
What the fuck am I even talking about?
You know, kill them off in Star Wars if they somehow survive Star Wars Rebels, aside from King.
No, you haven't seen it yet. Why you gotta ruin it? This is a 16-minute video, okay? It's a 16-minute video, and it's the worst video I've ever made. It's just me documenting me dying inside. The death of my Star Wars love. This is when it happened.
In the new Jedi group. Or at least have them.
How do I end this?
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I haven't even got down to the editing. So I would expect maybe 3 weeks from now, which...
Oh, no, I was replying to someone. Oh, okay, good, because there's nothing to be spoiled on this garbage video, okay?
Is going to be out of February, which is frustrating. I know. But I'm doing...
It's frustrating. I know. It's okay. All right, well, this video is the... This is the worst viewed one. Force Awakens discussion. What was my opinions on The Force Awakens? What did I think about this movie after it came out?
Welcome back to the Spaceport Vlog, where today we're going to talk about The Force Awakens. Now, I know what you're saying, but Mason, it's 2016. That was so last year. But last year wasn't that long ago. I mean, come on, it's only January.
Okay, so this was a year after it came out. Okay. So what are my opinions a year after?
So what I want to talk about, I want to talk about the good, the bad, the weird, and obviously the theories that have spun from it. And the major theory that probably some people actually don't even realize there's a theory. They just think it's.
You look
kind
better
of
now, in my
already
opinion.
known.
Well, that's good. I was pretty much
Rey is Luke's
anorexic
daughter,
back then.
and I'm gonna tell you what I think later about that. So first, let's just start off with saying, yeah, I really liked it. It was really good. Definitely
I
better than the
liked it.
prequel.
Oh man, I was so blinded. I was so blinded. How long will you still stream? I don't know. I'll probably stream for another 20 minutes is my bet. I should become a real life Jedi. He looks starved in this video. I was starved because I was on the college diet. This was the same as I said earlier when I was on the ramen diet where I just ate ramen and like 5 chicken nuggets a day because I couldn't afford to eat anything else.
More exciting than when I saw the Phantom Menace, and I saw the Phantom Menace as a kid, so it was still pretty exciting to me. Being a lover of the original trilogy, because that's what I grew up
big
on.
Star
The
Wars
first movie
calendar,
I
though.
saw in
Yeah.
theaters was A New Hope. You know, when they changed it to calling it A New Hope rather than just Star Wars. So I loved the original trilogy. To me, that's always going to be the best, no matter
Two
what. The
calendars,
Force
what a
Awakens can be
meta.
as awesome as it wants to be, but it's never just going to quite match the original trilogy, and I'm okay with that. That's fine with me because you can't expect.
Wait, what's
those
this over
things
here? I got like some homework in the corner over here. Just doing my homework, gonna start talking about Star
to
Wars.
happen. Anybody who expects it to be better is just crazy. Anybody who says it's better,
My voice and face is so
they're
sad.
entitled to their own
I
opinion.
know. I know. I probably was sad. I was like, it's fine. It's great, guys. It's okay. I loved it. It was so good. Okay, guys. It was really good. Please.
So yeah, like it was really good. It was kind of followed maybe a little bit too closely to A New Hope. It was kind of almost weird in a lot of ways. You know, you start out.
This is where I'm starting to like make the connections and be like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It was a little weird, wasn't it? There was something not right about that movie.
On the desert planet, you have the main character, and this other character shows up, and there's a droid. And
You know what's funny? So this isn't the first time that J.J. Abrams tried to make a remake of A New Hope. Because so J.J. Abrams made the Star Trek movie. I think it's just called Star Trek or something. Whatever that Star Trek movie was he made, I don't give a shit. That was basically just A New Hope but Star Trek. It's literally he's like it's a guy, his parents are dead. He's on a desert planet. It's not actually a desert planet, but he's in the desert, and then some old man comes and tells him that, you know, he has a quest for him, and then he goes and does the quest, and it turns out he's the greatest hero ever. Fucking J.J. Abrams remade Star Wars A New Hope twice. What a fucking prick.
Involved, and there's some old guy, and then they fly away, and then they meet Han Solo and Chewbacca.
My reaction, I'm like, oh no, wait a minute, this movie was bad, wasn't it? Fuck.
It's a little too parallel right there, and then they meet Princess Leia, you know, and then they blow up the Death Star. So there was some serious versions and things, and he said Ben, so his name's Ben.
I went 17. I talked about Star Wars: The Force Awakens for 17 minutes.
Where are you getting this information? You're just making up information.
What information? What am I making up?
I don't know. Maybe that's pushing it too far. But yeah, so when people are just like, is dumb, it's like, what? Where are you getting this information?
Oh wait, okay, I didn't go back far enough.
Girl, we never heard of any girlfriend. Mara Jade has not made an appearance anywhere. Even
Oh.
though
Oh, that was me commenting on the theories that Luke Skywalker is standing in front of the gravestone of Mara Jade or whatever, or his wife, which is like, it's unbelievable the amount of ridiculous theories that came out, and they didn't just come out as theories. They came out as people were like, this is fact. I have proven that there's a gravestone instead of there's a gravestone in front of Luke Skywalker, and also it's his wife, and also the evil guy, he's Mace Windu. I've proven it. Yeah, none of that turned out to be true. Unsurprisingly. What else do we got here? Has somebody commented on this video? That's a good question. I think there is a comment. There's there's 3 comments. Yeah. You said it. You said it. Oh wait. Yeah, okay, you can see that. Man, and the whole time Rey was Palpatine's granddaughter and Palpatine was alive and Snoke didn't matter. And that casino subplot episode 8. Woo-wee, that was amazing. Not sure I found this, but I love your channel. Can you do a video on top 5 side quests in Morrowind? Why are you leaving a comment on this video for me to do? I'm not going to see this. Why would I see that? You want me to watch a Q&A? Oh my god. Okay, let's watch the worst Q&A. So, let's see here. So that's a Q&A. Answering your questions. I think this is the first one I did. So let's watch that.
So a while ago, I asked you guys to ask me some questions, so today, I'm going to answer those questions. And if you have any questions for me in the future...
Please not the comment one, there's so much cancer in it. Wait, this one? You talking about... Or are you talking about this one? Which one has cancer?
Future, make sure to ask them down in the comment section of this video, and I will answer them next time, in the next time I do this, the next time.
Wait, hold on a fucking second. Thanks for subscribing, Comical Cosmo, but this guy, top comment, when I listen to these videos, I feel like I'm listening to a young yet retired wise guy.
Get going.
What the fuck?
Me.
That's
I'm
a gold.
sorry
That's
if
a
I
gold
get your
comment.
names wrong. He asks, for Q&A, why did you start uploading vid to YouTube? Well, any inspiration? Oh, jeez. I think one of the big inspirations I had for this channel that I'm currently talking to you on now was probably Peanut Butter Gamer, JonTron, that kind of stuff. Sage Forest asks, I recall you mentioning that you were still in college.
Are you fresh out of prison? I just got out of prison. For some reason, it looks like I have a hickey. For some reason. Cantina's teeth look like beans. Bro, what's up with you and the beans? I look like I'm about to punch a dude.
Earlier videos, are you still pursuing that? No, I'm not. I am currently no longer in college. I'm currently doing this full-time. For a while, I was doing it full-time for very, very little money, and now I'm doing it for
it seems
some
like
more money.
A borderline
so that's pretty
unhealthy
exciting,
obsession.
but ultimately, no. I'm not pursuing acting at all currently. Arctic Krampus asks, why did you name your channel The Cantina?
I don't know if I used to get comments from this guy all the time. I don't know if I've seen one from him in a long time.
Is it because of Star Wars? Yes,
oh, wait, let me move this.
The
let me move
Cantina
this so you
is,
can actually
of course,
see them.
named
There you
after
go.
the Mos Eisley Cantina. Currently is. The Cantina is Tina in Star Wars. Also asks,
This
why
is the
did
guy I
you
was
name
talking
your
about,
channel
Arctic
The
Krampus.
Cantina?
I haven't seen a comment
Is it
from him in a
because
while.
of Star Wars? Yes, it is. The Cantina is, of course, named after the Mos Eisley Cantina in Star Wars, also known as Chalmun's Cantina and the Spaceport Cantina, which were also 2 things I considered naming it. I decided
You
not
can
to
make
go
a
with
video
Chalmun's
about top
Cantina.
5 longest noses in video games.
Kind of regret it. And I decided not to go with the Spaceport Cantina, and ultimately I chose the Cantina because it was vague enough that I couldn't get hit with copyright.
How do you redeem the highlight my message? I don't know. There should be an option for it, but I have absolutely no idea how you do that. There's a thing at the bottom that I can click on that says channel points, but I don't know if you guys can see that. Anyway. Do you remember people who comment? Yeah, I usually do, especially if they comment a lot. If they comment often, I remember the regulars, so I recognize them. I don't, not necessarily everybody, but I might recognize a good amount. Have you ever simped for a person from Elder Scrolls? Me neither. What? What the fuck?
Right. Max Gaming and Tutorial asks, what is your favorite Elder Scrolls game? I would say probably Oblivion, which shouldn't be too surprising since I'm...
What's HFV? Is that your name on YouTube? I usually recognize people from their thumbnails because I'm better at remembering images than I am at names. So that's usually how I recognize people. So if I saw your thumbnail, I'd probably recognize it. Remember me? I'm the one who said beans on your vid. Yeah, I noticed that. I saw that.
Mostly do Oblivion content, but yeah, I'd say probably Oblivion. I really enjoy Skyrim. It's a good.
What's the scariest Oblivion enemy ever made? The scariest? Okay, who's in what? Well, they're not really that scary, but I think the liches can be a little scary just because they're usually really powerful. There's not really anyone that I'm like, oh shit. The crocodile dudes, those are pretty stressful. I'm the one who said, wait, you sent for people because of their personality, so okay. Forget it, I wrote garbage, I got it wrong.
Game, it's just not as great as Oblivion is. And Morrowind is a great game, but it's not the kind of game that you can just kind of jump into and have some fun for a little bit, because I mean, I don't have that kind of time.
Umbra is the scariest
to sit down
enemy.
and
Umbra's
play
pretty
hours
sketchy.
and hours to finally really get
What the
into
fuck am I
something
talking about?
like you need to do with Morrowind. But with Oblivion, you can just jump in, do some really fun quests, and jump out. And
I'm
it's
talking
not
about what my
problem.
favorite game
3XM
is.
Gaming asks, what is your favorite quest in Oblivion and in Skyrim? Oh, that stuff. You know,
Umbra's
I've
kind
made
of cool.
videos
She's
on
waifu
this,
material.
but opinions do
I don't know about
change.
that, but yeah.
Anyone who thinks that your opinion...
Well, okay. Thoughts on Tostitos multigrain scoops, especially when paired with Tostitos medium chunky salsa. It's fine. It's okay. Spider Daedra aren't scary. Every time I see a Spider Daedra, I'm like, woohoo, yeah, give it to me, baby. Yeah, Spider Daedra, they're radical, dude.
Opinion should be the exact same that you put it down on paper is crazy, because your opinions change over time. I would say for Oblivion, my favorite quest is still what I said it was in my original video, which is the ultimate heist. There's just so many interesting things going on with that quest, and the payoff it's just such a good end to a quest, especially to a quest line, that I think it's just
Okay.
a really solid. Ian asks why the point of view of the Dark Elves are better than the other ones. By other ones, I'm guessing
The fuck? That sounds so racist.
quest in the game. Then
Why the point of view of the Dark Elves are better than the other ones? Why are you racist? That's what he wants to. That's what he's asking me. Canteen, it's pretty fucked up to like spiders. I only like the top half of the spider, okay? The bottom half, I could take it or leave it. Good night. Thanks for starting your streams later, Dumpster Kid. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm not sure why Bethesda made sexy spiders, but okay. I know. The Bethesda's out there like, okay, we need spiders for this game. And they're like, whoa, wait a minute. What if we took the spiders and what if we put boobs on them? That would be pretty hot. And like, what do you, wait, wait a minute. You could tell me he regretted it straight after he said
other
it.
ones. By other ones, I'm guessing you mean all the races. I started with Morrowind first, and in Morrowind, you know, it's the home of the Dark Elves, and all the Dark Elves think that everybody else is not as good as the Dark Elves, and I was an...
Okay.
Yes, a lot.
We do. Do you like the Fallout game?
A lot of questions. All right. First, do you like the Fallout
This guy's
games?
asking 3 questions
Not really.
in one?
They're
That's
just kind
cheating.
of like-
That's cheating, man.
It's like Elder Scrolls, but less interesting, and I don't really care
Okay,
for post-apocalyptic
okay, I'm
worlds. I
done.
think they're really
I'm done with this
boring.
Q&A stuff. Wait, I
Second-
want to see who else asked. Who else asked questions? Agent Tex. Ideal Elder Scrolls game? Any recent RPG you enjoyed? Oh my god. These questions are really... They're really something. They really got me.
Right, so if you're not familiar with canon
Wait,
Luke
that was short. Are you a supporter of the canon Luke hypothesis or the Hamill hypothesis? What? Oh, that must have to do with The Last Jedi? I don't fucking know. That guy's name was Pickle Man. What is your favorite birth sign? Well, in Morrowind, the two I feel like after Morrowind they don't really matter that much. But in Morrowind, my 2 favorites were the steed, because it meant you could run faster, which was incredibly helpful, and also the tower, because it allowed me to pick locks without having to worry about it. Turn on dark mode? I don't know how to do that. I have no idea how to turn on dark mode, dude. Wait, oh yeah, here we go. Dark mode. Boom. Check that out. Now that's looking good. Nice. This looks really bizarre looking at YouTube this way. Okay, what else do we got here? All the Redditors here freaking out because he don't have dark mode on. Looking at YouTube in dark mode, it just is weird. It's bizarre. It feels backwards. Damn, this video got no love, man. I feel like I really like this video. This one, I don't know if
Ideas I've come up.
I don't know if you guys saw this one.
This is the Evil Eye of Orms by Gore. He's one of my all-time favorite cards in Magic the Gathering, but there's one big problem with him.
There's one big problem, guys.
Terrible. I spent the past 15 years trying to
You
build
saw
a
and you
deck
loved it?
around
Good.
this guy. And no
Good.
matter
I
what
really
I've
enjoyed
done,
this video.
no matter
I think
the
this one's
ideas I've
one
come
of the
up
ones
with,
I'm most proud
I
of, to be honest.
realized that this guy just doesn't fit. When this guy is used in
The only
deck,
problem with this is that there's not really a good hook to get people in.
So generally it's with something like this, with the idea being that because he's so terrible, we should in fact give him to our opponent.
Yeah,
but there's
get rid
still
of
a
that
problem
bitch.
with that because there are far better, worse cards out.
Honestly, I don't even know what to say about this video. It was so recent. I wonder what kind of comments we got. They're all pretty positive, bro. Magic is a man's card game. Damn straight. That's right. Wait, let me put this back down. Yeah, but island and forest are better than swamp. Whoa, bro. Them's fighting words. Although, to be fair, blue is technically the most useful of all the 5 colors, so got me there. Me who plays Pokemon. I never learned how to play Pokemon. I never learned. Straight up. I had so many Pokemon cards. I don't have them anymore. I wish I kept them. I wish I kept them and my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But yeah, I never learned how to play, so I just collected them. But I had a cousin who also collected, and and so what happened? So what happened? One day we were at my grandparents' cabin, and we brought our Pokemon cards, and he was like, "Yo, dude, Pokemon's." He was a couple years. I think he was a little bit older than me. So he's like, "Yo, dude, Pokemon is lame. That's for kids stuff." He's like, "I don't play Pokemon anymore." I'm like, "Oh, what do you mean?" And he's like, and then he took a Pokemon card. He took a Pokemon card and ate it. He just fucking put it in his mouth, chewed it, and swallowed. I was like, "Nah, what are you doing? I'll take the Pokemon card. You don't need to eat them." Yeah. So that was what you fucking ate it, bro. Yeah. So that was horrifying. Oh my god. Okay, I think on that note, I'm gonna end it off here. We watched some good stuff. I feel I'm exhausted from all this garbage that we just went through. Psycho sociopath. That reminds me of when my friend dared me to eat Play-Doh. Yeah, but Play-Doh's probably non-toxic now I think about it. Please rap about Greybeard Master Bori. Yo, Mr. Bori, he's a good Master Greybeard. He's real cool, and his beard is Haybeard. I don't know. That's as good as I got. I'd like to see someone eat a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I ate half a chewed up gummy bear for a dare once. Yeah, but at least that's still technically food. Should we be concerned? I mean, he's fine, I think. Well, he's mostly fine. He's a little bit off, maybe, but... All right. Thanks for coming to this stream. This was pretty fun. Yeah, I'll see you guys on next Monday at 5 p.m. EST. What the frig? No. Okay, so what are you doing on Monday? I don't know. Usually on Monday usually on Monday I do Skyrim, but I might do something different. I haven't decided yet. Any teasers for the Friday video? Should I give you a teaser or should I not? Do you want a teaser? Now everybody's just saying beans. That's not a teaser. Okay. All right. So this is what I'll end on this stream for you. I'll show you. Give you an idea of what's coming up. This is what's happening. Okay. So be ready. Be prepared for Friday. All right. See you guys later. Wait, what? What do you mean, wait? To go to horny jail. All right, good.